Check. Just making sure. Making sure. All right, listen, bro. Listen. Pre-checked. We got it.
Yeah, I muted your mic.
Yeah, good job. That's why I had to say check.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up? What's cracking?
Welcome to another episode here of the Industry DJs. I am your host, DJ T Kid.
I'm your co-host. I'll do it like this.
Well, thank you guys for tuning into another episode here of the Industry DJs podcast. You can check us out every single Monday here, live on Facebook, also on Twitch and YouTube at the Industry DJs.
Wow. Quick mix mic. Wow. What a fucking, what a pleasure. What a pleasure, bro. What a pleasure.
Like
how you doing, brother? It's been a while, Mike. It's been a while, Mike.
He said he was going to be front row and center.
Yeah, right? To your text message, not to us.
Oh, my gosh.
Quick Mix doesn't love us anymore, man. What the fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have two special guests here in the building. Oh, you want me to introduce them now?
Shut up.
I've been seen to be doing like almost the whole. Anyways, all right.
Oh wow. Okay. So fucking marriage. Remember that?
No, right.
DJ Rex up there. Hey,
Who's doing most of the work? Anyways.
Wow.
Anyways,
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got two special guests in the building. Let's welcome Stephanie and Pablo Punkout Gonzalez here.
Yeah. Welcome.
Hi, Pablo. You're right next to me.
Yes. So, they are here because we're going to be talking about a special event that they have coming on this Saturday here at the Chicago Works Theater. At the Chicago Theater Works, I'm sorry. At the Chicago Theater Works. Latinos in the House.
Hey.
So.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. What's up, Mr. Reich? Holy shit.
Yeah, so we have
Maria. Yolanda.
She gonna kill you.
I love her.
The reason why she's gonna do that because we were talking. I was talking to House 13. We'll get into that later on the show. No, it's nothing bad.
What's up, Maria?
Nothing bad. So.
Maria's our bouncer. She's one of our bouncers.
I'm sure she is.
She's man, it's my
I'm
girl,
telling
bro.
you, man. She ain't no joke.
Yeah.
So, all right, before we start our show, let's talk about our weekends. Let's start from the left side of the room. Al, how was your weekend?
Super busy. Club karaoke Wednesdays. And then Tuesday I had to DJ for a homecoming. Actually Wednesday during the day I had a homecoming with Show on the Road. Shout out to him. And we did karaoke for the first time. We did half karaoke, half thing. And dude, I didn't think kids were going to sing, but they sang. I must have heard Party in the USA because we had to do the luncheon. So it's 6 periods. Every single period, one person had to do Party in the USA. What else? I mean, like on repeat. I never wanted to hear that song again.
Why?
Because every single one of the kids wanted to sing that one song. It was like, come on, bro, really? And then this other kid was like, hey, you got tequila? You know how awkward that is, bro? I hate when I DJ karaoke as well, and people come up, hey, can I do tequila? Be like, no, you can't. Why not? Because, bro, you know how awkward it is? Tequila. And I mean, just people are sitting there staring. Oh, you say it's tequila? No, bro, I'm not putting you through that. I'm not gonna put myself through that. I'm not putting my clients through that.
It's funny you mentioned that because I didn't tell you this. So because I filled in for you at karaoke at Adobe.
A couple times. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So someone did come up to me and ask for tequila.
You did it?
I did it, but they had to do. I did it under my condition.
Oh, tell me, please tell.
I told Corey to give me 4 shots of tequila.
Oh shit, dude!
And every time they say the word tequila, they had to take a shot.
I think they say it a lot more than 4 times. Cheap bastard.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I told them to take a shot.
You should have did the Don Carlo.
Why?
Should have did the Don Carlo at the battle.
Oh, they're stupid.
He filled up a tequila bottle, and during the battle, he filled it up with water, and he poured it in the thing. He was taking shots in the back, like because he played shots.
He
played shots in the battle, and he was taking shots of water. Water.
So I did that.
Give me water.
So you did.
So yeah, I did. We did that. It was pretty cool. And then I did club karaoke that night. And then Thursday I had another homecoming at Niles North. Shout out to J Funk on that one. And then Friday, what did I do Friday? Damn, I'm doing a T-Kid right now. I forgot what I did Friday. I know it's slammed on Friday too as well. I DJ'd over at Village, which was decent. It was dope. And then Saturday I got an emergency. I I DJ'd a wedding too on Friday, and then Saturday I had to set up 2 weddings for J Funk, and then I had to go and do the homecoming, and then I went to Players till 12, and then shouts out to Fast Eddie for taking my night. Appreciate it, bro, because I was tired. I was beat, so I had to take a break. And then yesterday I was at Nordstrom's Michigan Avenue from 1 till 6. And then, I had to pick up all the equipment that was rented out and loaned out and generators and, return everything, put everything back up and test everything, make sure everything was working.
You had a busy weekend.
Yeah. And
we were arguing this morning. Well, this afternoon we were arguing before we started the show. I was like, who had the busiest weekend? And I said I did. But from what you're telling me, I will admit that you had a busier weekend, a little bit busier.
Yeah, and it was dude, it was hot on Saturday, dude. And on both the weddings were outside. No, on Saturday did it rain.
No, yes, Friday, Sunday it did.
Sunday rained. Yeah, Saturday was hot, bro. It was humid as hell, bro. Yeah. It was like 95 degrees. I'm sitting there, dude, and I'm in the middle of cornfields.
So that was your weekend. So Thursday, I was at Prestige in Cicero. So I started something over there, Open Decks.
I might see you this Thursday.
Oh, okay.
I might.
So I did that Open Decks every Thursday I'm doing it for a couple of months, so we'll see how it works. Nice. Friday I went to see Kate Trinata over at Northerly Island.
Took the night off, asshole.
No, I did not, because I had the DJ Hacienda after the concert. So Hacienda Suarez, I was there.
Yeah.
Saturday I was at UIC. I did UIC's homecoming.
How was it?
Busy.
Yeah,
so a lot of kids. I wish I could take video, but I was doing too much, so it was a lot. And then after the homecoming, I had a DJ at Club Escape. Yeah. And then yesterday I helped a friend move, and then this morning during the lunch periods, I DJ'd at Lincoln Way Central's.
Yeah, you did Central, I did West.
You did West over the weekend, so I'm doing Lincoln Way Central. I DJ during the school lunch periods. And all that stuff, so that was interesting.
That's fun.
And then
that's fun.
And then I'll be doing their homecoming on Saturday too. So
I felt bad at one of the homecoming at Niles, and I told the teacher at the end, the lady who's in charge, I was like, look, they were asking me for some pretty ratchet music today, and I didn't play it because obviously you have to respect and whatnot. Even the lyrics for the song, even the clean versions are not clean type deal, and I just don't want to offend anybody. She was like, no. She was like, don't worry about it. She was like, I know how they work, I know how they act, and they're just testing you to see if you would do it. Because it's not your job, it's my job that I'm gonna lose, and then I'm working for somebody else, so I gotta respect that. But also shouts out to Scotty K, Scotty on the radio, Scotty K. He was my MC on Saturday. Killed it, man. Killed it. And you know what you should invest in, bro? Seriously. And I would definitely, because I'm actually going to order mine next week. But I'm going to get a 360.
Photo booth?
No, 360 fucking camera, dude. And you put it on the booth.
The 360?
Yeah, photo booth. Why the hell, man? I saw somebody get slapped in the face with that camera. I was classic. They were drunk as hell. It was classic.
I was thinking about getting it, but I'm like, I have GoPro, so I know.
I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah, sorry. No, I want to see 360. I don't want to.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Reich. I'm like,
I know.
What did Reich say?
He said Al is complaining about the heat when the room was hotter than the sun when I was there.
Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? I knew it. All
right, let's ask our guest of the room. Pablo, how was your weekend?
He was melting like fucking snowman, like Frosty. He had puddles of water all over my floor.
Oh, compared to you guys, mine was extremely chill.
All right, you're out of here. You're out of here. You did not make the cut, sir.
And then, I partied.
He's a smart DJ, that's why.
I partied at the Berwyn Oktoberfest.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How was that?
I was there for about 20 minutes.
Oh.
Damn, you're a cheap date.
Just how it is. You walk through.
Uh-huh.
And then there's nothing really there.
See a bunch of fucking German people.
I went to see the band, but they were like taking so long to like perform, so I just got frustrated, and I just had.
Did you throw cups and shit at them and say boo?
Yeah, I threw like water at them.
Good job.
Apples, bananas.
Dude.
Like, man, come on. And
sounds like you were at Lincoln Park Zoo.
I heard a little bit of them perform, but then that was it. That was
your weekend.
That was the other weekend. Yeah.
Was it like a band that they play their own shit, or is it a cover band?
Cover band.
Okay.
I think it was 16 Candles.
Oh, 16 Candles? Wow. Oh yeah, they're actually really good.
Yeah,
they're actually really good.
They're blowing up.
they blew up. What are you talking
I mean,
about,
like,
bro?
they blew up.
They're still in the pinnacle.
I remember they performed at the Lobster Fest. This was 2000.
But they're always late.
They,
I'm joking. I'm fine.
no,
they're
I heard them perform at the Lobster Fest. It was like 2012, I think. Yeah, 2012.
But as a
because they had
performer,
me DJing.
But as a performer, you were never late.
No.
No, you don't look like that, Fab. No, you look like you were
He's
here
very
fucking.
straight-laced.
You was here. You guys were here almost 45 minutes
were
early.
here, like,
that was awesome.
We came straight out of work.
But that's great. I heard my dog's going crazy, and then all of a sudden Alex was like, "I hope they're not here yet. It's only 6:50
Dude, I thought
something."
there was like going to be a
7 o'clock?
shotgun coming out for us,
Yeah,
like as
I'm
soon as
like-
we were by the door.
No.
Like, literally, I was like,
No.
Is there anybody here? We at the wrong house?
Comes out with a shotgun. We're at the wrong location.
No, see, we don't use shotguns. We just, if you see the red dot on you, that's where you got the problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just look out for the
laser.
I'll look out
Just
for
look
the
out for the
laser
dot.
red dot.
All
Okay.
right, Stephanie, how's your weekend?
It was pretty cool. I watched Blue Bloods on Friday night. You know,
What's that?
With Don Wahlberg.
Oh, okay.
My
Who's
God,
that?
It's like,
No, I'm joking.
what?
It's a
Come
show.
here, but you know
Obviously, you
16
heard
Candles.
you heard my weekend. So I don't. What's
Yeah.
TV type deal? You know.
I know. Not very many people know what TV is these days.
No.
I do. I kind of put it into my schedule. in
See, you're
between
lucky.
clubs.
I gotta figure out your schedule.
Yeah,
I got it, definitely.
I'll show you how to weave it in.
Yeah, but I don't
know.
drink. You drink. You're a wine drinker. You're one of those people that
No,
has a
I'm a
glass of wine.
whiskey and cigar girl.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Oh
I don't
shit!
play.
Okay, I see
I'm
that.
a
I
whiskey
noticed
Wait,
that.
here she was smoking a cigar.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
You just seen her.
Wow.
I wanted to choke him out. So
Sounds personal.
yeah, I,
No, I'm joking.
I saw that open.
Look, he's blushing right now. He's blushing. He's blushing.
So let's see. Saturday, I got to see a performance that's actually going to be happening at Latinos in the House. Got to
And-
see their practice. And I was really, really impressed. I really, really can't
And
wait to
what
see
group
them.
was this?
Latinos Juntos.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are part of the After School Matters program,
That's awesome.
and it's just a group of kids coming off the street and just wanting to perform and dance. And I give
Applause
it up
to
to
them, man.
Tatiana.
It's just awesome.
She's a choreographer, and I mean, her and her mom Dixie do a great job with these kids. And I was really, really impressed.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait to see like everybody's reaction on Saturday. And then after that, I went home and I actually hung out with DJ QMM.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry,
Sorry to hear that. Sue, what's up, Sue? What's going on, baby? How are you?
real quick,
Adrian, what up,
Hey,
brother?
Sue.
real quick in the live stream, we have on Facebook, we got Maria, we got Sue, we got Adrian, we got Quick Mix Mike, Dynamico's on the live stream.
What
Hey,
up, man? What's going on?
When
We
I
got
say tune in, they tune in. How about that? Look at
DJ
that.
DJ Kong in the live stream as
popular.
What up,
well.
Con? What's going on, bro?
So, yeah.
Oh, House 13
House
in the
13.
building. What up, bro?
What up,
So,
buddy?
so
DJ Kong.
real quick.
Damn, over here gangbanging and
So we were
shit.
talking. I talked to House 13 on Saturday.
Okay.
I think it was Saturday. So we were just catching up and talking and whatnot. And he did say that he wants to be back on the show. So and you mentioned that you want him back on the show. So
Next week.
Okay, House
Next
13.
Monday.
House 13. If you're available next Monday.
I was 30, you said?
House 13. If you're available next Monday, let us know.
But you can't come without Maria. Maria's got to be
That's
here,
a
bro.
package deal.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Fast Eddie 3J, what's going on?
What up, Fast Eddie?
All right,
Shout out
so-
to Fast Eddie, too, for covering for me
For
this
you?
weekend. Yeah. Shouts out to him, bro. Good job.
He's not
Good job.
He's not
Appreciate it.
available next Monday, Al.
All right, well, call my people and we'll do lunch. We'll figure this out.
All right, so Stephanie, the reason why you're on the
3J,
show,
what up, man?
you have an event going on this coming Saturday.
Yeah.
It's a historic music conference this coming Saturday at the Chicago Theater Works. So I'm gonna post a flyer. I'm gonna let you talk about that real quick. Go ahead.
Alrighty. I'm excited. Thank you, first of all. for You guys
No,
having
thank
us
you
up
guys.
here,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you
This
for-
is
this is
like
awesome.
this is like a true honor, for me, and I don't know if about Pablo. I can speak for myself.
You know what? It's an honor to have you guys here. You know what I'm saying?
no, we-
Well, we've seen his work, and we've heard about your work. So hey, applause to both of you guys. We're honored for
Thank
having
you.
for being on the show. But go ahead.
Yeah, we've got Latinos in the House.
That's a lot of Latinos.
I know it is.
It's a lot,
it is.
bro. I know.
Let me tell you,
I know.
it
We got
is.
big families, bro. But that's a lot.
You should
Damn.
you should check out the website.
Yeah. know-
That looks like a 1995 flyer.
Don't it?
Yeah, it does.
It does,
with
right?
30 DJs on there. You got
I
5
mean,
minutes apiece.
I'm
Go
looking
ahead.
forward to it. I mean, and for us, it's for me and for Pablo and everybody who was involved. It's a huge thing. I mean, I got frustrated sometime last year, and I was like, why are we always dismissed from being a part of somebody's history? And then when the 40 years of house music came along, once again, we were dismissed. We were overlooked. So, I just feel that we have to tell our story, and we got to tell it the best way we can. And we've got to start from the beginning, and however far in the beginning I can get, then that's where we start. It's mostly
Applause to you on that too.
Thank you.
Applause to you on
Thank
that
you.
because you did more than Chicago did for their own DJs. So shouts out to you. Good job.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
I was
Good
very
job.
disappointed in Chicago. There's more than just 2 Latinos in Chicago.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna say it. There's just more than 2 Latinos in Chicago.
But there was more than 2 that voted for him. Whoa! You do the math.
Stop it now. Stop.
Who's getting screwed on this one?
Stop it.
Who screwed the pooch?
Let's just call it for what it is. A lack of looking into.
Don't get me.
history.
Let's change the subject because I'm going to get started politically, and we're not going to do this now.
We're not gonna do political.
We're not going to do this.
but
We're not
gonna-
going to do this. I love my city. That's all you got to
say
say.
it for what it is, and there's so much history that has started. It's just not one-sided. And I recently took a look at that acrylic wall over at Navy Pier,
Mm-hmm.
and I was looking at the timeline, and literally 2 Latinos were mentioned in that timeline. One of them was Ralphie for his music and his first track down. And then the other one was Gringo from All Stars for doing the play and being an author for the book. And as I'm looking through this whole thing, you see a couple of things here and there, but I'm like, where's the rest of us?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Jesse Velez? Where's Liz Torres? Where are those 2? They have every right to be up on that wall, just as anybody else does.
Of course.
I was looking for, the first Latina DJ. Not up there. I did see like a whole entire pillar with a lot of people's names, which was cool, but I think this history needs to be told. We
Right.
have a place in house music. We have a place in dance music. We have a place in dance crews. What are we going to do to put those stories out? And this Saturday is going to be the beginning of where we start, and I'm looking forward to doing it yearly to include a lot more.
Right.
Everybody was, when I first started this, everybody was kind of shying away. Well, what are you doing? We don't know. We're not sure. And now everybody's like, oh, I want to be a part of it. I'm like,
This
can't
is it's just huge. It's
It
huge.
is.
It's huge
It
because
is.
you're absolutely correct, and we've talked about that on the show too as well. That the history of, especially when all that stuff went down with Chicago, and no offense to anybody that was on the bill. Okay, I'm not saying we all make our money. I get it. It wasn't their, they took a booking. Hey, just like any other DJ would. So it's not the DJs that I'm talking about. It's the respect out of Chicago that was not there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? During this big concert. You know what I'm saying? And dude, what happened to the dude? They you saw the video, right, where they brought the mayor out on stage,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
and they
You're talking
booed
about-
his
yeah.
ass.
You're talking about
I mean, come
Millennium
on, bro.
Park.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious, man. I mean, come on, bro. Yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it. You should know. You're not that old, bro. You're not a viejo. I know you clubbed. He's around our age, so I mean, he was out clubbing. He was at the warehouse. He was at 720s. I know he was out there. Come on,
all know.
he was an alderman, bro. Trust me. Yeah. No, not an alderman. He was the principal of public school.
He was
Yeah,
he was the Chicago Teachers Union president
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
before he became mayor.
So was Paul Vallis.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but we'll talk about politics another time. Anyways,
I stay quiet. Just
no.
like how-
But that's huge. And I mean, from the old school, I've been doing this for 37 years now, and we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I think Stephanie stepped up for all of us. Like we talked earlier, our paths never crossed. But when I got to when she reached out to me like in May, and I got to know her, I instantly recognized that she had a lot of passion, and I admired that in her. I admired to hear someone going out of her way, because no one knows the behind the scenes stuff, to put this together. It's taking a lot.
Yeah, it does. It does.
There's a lot involved, and I am so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
wow.
You're gonna make me cry. Don't
You're gonna make me fucking cry.
I like
No,
it.
because, for acknowledging all of us that don't get that acknowledgement. No, I total respect for Ralphie Rosario. I met him when I was 14, 15 years old, DJing on BMX as a guest DJ. But he's like the only one that gets mentioned, right? And like you're exactly right. They forget Jesse Velez, and others. Lugo Rosado, who's on the board for being part of the Mind Games, the hit song that Liz put out. I mean, there's a lot of us involved. and certainly so many DJs
Yeah.
involved. And thanks again, kiddo.
Oh,
Wow,
thank you.
that's
I
awesome.
appreciate that.
That's awesome, man. That was heartfelt too. I felt that. You almost made me cry.
Sorry.
I started quivering over here, bro. I was like, damn, bro. This is the most you talked all night, man. So I'm in.
You cried before.
He's shy.
I'm
he's
just filling you guys out.
But
nah, bro.
you know
Yeah,
what
you're
I
more than
will
welcome.
say,
But listen, bro. I love the sarcasm in the beginning. Let's keep it going.
Come
Let's
on
keep it
now.
going, bro.
Don't make it bring it.
You're way too proper right now, bro. Just relax, Usad. Let's just make it happen. But this is all. No, seriously, applause to you, man, because it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work.
It is.
No.
I don't think I knew what I was getting into when I got into it. I thought it was just going to be something simple, something
Yeah,
easy.
right. No.
And I just look at it now, and everybody's like, "Are you excited?" And I'm like, "When it gets here, I'll be excited." But to get to know a lot of the DJs, even you two, I mean, just to get to know you both and be here, and just doing a lot of different interviews, getting to know Pablo, because we didn't know each other. I knew of him through flyers, but I didn't know who he was. Everybody goes to the whole CYC. I remember CYC. I don't remember the DJs. I just remember recording mixes because I wanted to get the mix because I heard it at St. Agnes or Sacred Heart, and getting to know Carlos Valderrama, getting to know and getting reacquainted with Lugo Rosado. Cesar Rolón has been a huge part of this, and I don't know if you know his brother is also Design, the huge artist. But Cesar has got I didn't even know, as long as I've known Cesar, I didn't even know he had a house background. So there's a lot of different moving parts, but there's also so much history from everybody. I can't tell you the countless hours and lack of sleep I got listening to people for 4 or 5 hours talking about themselves, talking about their stories, who they got involved with, how they started out. And even from the dance crews, it was just like listening and watching their bios and, having that admiration for the all-stars, the Colitos, AKA Imported Taste. I remember wanting to be a part of that dance group, and, I never made the cut, but it was their dance moves that allowed me to go to, to Columbia College and be a dance choreographer and do that. So I give it up to a lot of DJs, and the heart that I had for this was because I was listening to a Maurice Joshua podcast, no pun intended, my love. And I just got really pissed, really. I wish I can curse, but
You can. Go ahead. Say whatever the fuck you want. Say whatever the fuck you want.
Stop it, Al. Stop.
Say whatever the fuck you want.
I got really fucking pissed.
Yeah, get him.
I'm going to be very real about it.
No.
I got really fucking pissed because it was just like the only time that I had heard on any of the podcasts that Maurice had was from Vince Lawrence. And he had mentioned Jesse Velez. It was the only one. Next to Benji Espinoza, Vince was the only one who mentioned Jesse Velez's name. And that was because they worked together, and that was a history that I learned. And I was like, why are you the only one mentioning one name? So that's what kind of got the wheels going and wanting to do this. But it's also lack of recognition for, like you said, Lugo, even yourself and, Louis and Gabriel. There's a lot of hyped up DJs, and I don't take that away from them. But, there's been a lot of DJs who have also worked their ranks and are known too, and they don't get that recognition. They don't get recognized. And I just think it's about time we start recognizing them, like the Numo Dance, even the 90s DJs that are starting to make more tracks now, and DJ Jess. Unless you're out there and you're listening to that type of music, you don't remember what they did for house music. Yeah, and to get there, and who they actually admired back then to get there. Just like yourself, who did you admire to get to where you're at today, or to DJ? Who was your mentor, or who did you look up to?
Bill.
Bad Boy Bill?
Yeah. Bad Boy Bill. The first, actually, my first break was with Bill on stage. Yeah.
See?
And shout out to Rippin' Al on that one. Rippin' Al Rodriguez. I mean, again, so, all right, so this might be a little bit of a lengthy. What I wanted to talk about was it's not the recognition, okay, that because there are a ton of DJs out there. To sit there and call out every single one of them is you're a woman. You remember everything. We're male, okay? So we forget, okay? So, and Chicago, and like I said to you guys when you guys walked in here, Chicago is such a big city, but it's so small in the DJ community because things tend to revolve. If I don't know somebody, I know somebody that does. You understand? And it travels. And what you're trying to do is amazing. First of all, it's a lot of work, and we understand that
it
because
is a lot of work.
You're doing it in a one stance, sitting. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it. You're trying to put all this together for a 1 day thing. We're doing the same thing, but we're doing it in a 3-year now span. Where we get to meet amazing people such as yourselves. Last time we seen Punk. He was up on stage, man, killing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Did you even find that video?
I can't
you know
find
what?
it.
I mean, and to be honest with you, I haven't heard him. I haven't heard any of these guys in years, if never. But unfortunately,
the reason why, because you're too busy working.
I'm too busy working. Right?
And you don't watch
I don't
TV.
get. And I don't watch TV.
Which is fine.
Yeah, but none of them are on You Dance. Oh, got them.
Because
unless you have the old VHS.
Because when we did go to the daytime, the Romo daytime,
It was amazing. I got to meet so many.
And we met a couple of people who watched the show, and then on top of that, it was like a reunion for this one here because
it was my age. Yay!
Yes.
Because everyone was like, "What's up, Al? I haven't seen you in a minute," and stuff like that. So it's pretty much like people haven't seen him. It was like a reconnecting for him.
Right, absolutely. It just brought me back, man. And shouts out to Gino Rocco
I was
for
gonna say,
being
shouts
back,
out to
man.
because I went to my first daytime last year.
Yeah.
And I had a ball. I was like, who could, I mean, I've been in places you could stay 7 or 8 hours or whatever.
Right.
But, I mean, to listen to him for the first time, because that's the first time we had talked, and then to actually hear him mix, and then literally listening to all the Dominating Six.
Right.
And it was just awesome. I listen to Gino quite a bit, but I don't get to listen to the other DJs. And that whole night was so awesome.
I was, you know what? When we were walking up from the parking lot, I was hearing of fucking hip hop, and then somebody was playing hip hop, like 90s hip hop shit, and getting into some I mean, and then we went into old school house music, and then we went into alternative and Spanish rock, and I mean, I was like, dude, I'm like, people are talking to me. I'm like, hold on, I like this song. Hold on, I haven't heard this in a minute.
But he even had the girl from St. Louis who was really, really good. Yeah. I really enjoyed her set. I want to say she was probably like the second DJ. And I mean, come on, you got me spending $300 in liquor. I didn't even eat that day. I spent $300 in liquor buying shots.
Yeah, shit's expensive though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
that was like 6 drinks. I get it.
An excellent time. And I had like literally a reunion.
Right.
Because I was bumping. I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen you.
Right.
Like Compadre, Gary Sipich. I haven't seen that man for 27 years.
But fucking throw a house concert in the afternoon on a Sunday night, bro. You be seeing Jesus.
All of a sudden, I'm like, everybody kept telling me, oh, did you see Gary? Did you see Gary? And I'm like, no, tell him I'm out here, blah, blah, blah. Well, I was already out the door, and all of a sudden, it was like a movie, comes out of the double doors, ding, and I'm like, what up, compadre? He's like, oh my God.
You know what's crazy?
That's the Club Romo experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see everybody. He brings everybody out, man. That's awesome.
From the WCYC era. WCYC is one of those stations that BMX and G said, you guys were lucky that we weren't,
had a higher frequency.
You know what? Don't remind me. You know how much gas I wasted to get from Wrigleyville to 26th around Ashland and like 18th Street just so I could pick up the radio station. I'm dead ass. We had to go and cruise around that area.
No, you're not the first time I have heard that.
Yeah, Northsider, but that was racist, guys. By the way, that was racist.
My God.
And then they would sell the cassettes in their lunch periods.
Yeah,
in high schools.
Yeah.
Stuff. So, but anyway, what I was trying to say, the Club Romo experience and that daytime. It's beautiful to see everyone reconnect.
Yeah.
Right.
So
it is.
He's Gino, Club Romo, Diamond 6. We're uniting people, in that fashion. You guys are doing it on the air. Stephanie's doing it
live.
Live, where you're going to get a chance to hear all of our stories.
Right.
And what all the sacrifices that we've been through to get there.
Yeah.
No, this is the first annual, correct?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the
This
first
is gonna be
annual.
awesome. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it's and I don't want to take any credit away from anyway because it just wasn't me.
Right.
It was Pablo. It was Carlos Valderrama, Cesar Rolón, Lugo Rosado, Angie Pena, Frankie Biggs, who's out in Barcelona. He's our international person who's been helping us out.
Right.
I mean, it's taken like an extremely big team. We even have a student from California who's been helping us out as like doing because he had a thesis to do. And he said, I was looking for stuff on Latin music and how house music got started with dance music. And I found nothing.
Right.
And he's like, I was like, wow. He says, so I went to the panel conference over at the Chicago Cultural Center in June. And he goes, and that's when we heard about Latinos in the House. And that's when I reached out to you. He's been amazing, like trying to help us gather this information because a lot of us are working full time and it's hard. Yeah. This is a full time job, like no joke. this has been like
Yeah.
overtime.
Hi. Nice to meet you. My name's Al. That's T-Kid right there.
I don't need
Yeah, I
to
got
be a DJ.
you.
I've been doing
This
this
is a
all
lot
this
of
whole time.
Right,
Like
right.
overtime. Like
A lot of
we
overtime.
text each other up until like 11 o'clock at night. This
Right.
one's like, I'm going to sleep. No, you're not. You gotta tell you this one.
I gotta
you gotta
turn the
revise
phone
this
off.
one.
But it's so worth it. It's so worth it just to hear these people, just to meet you guys and hear your. I mean, and again, that's what we bring to the show. We want to know your struggles. We want to know what happened, what to stay away from, what to do, what how to do things. Maybe open up different doors for different DJs, even people that don't. I mean, it was great because the people that we met at the Romo Club Romo, the guy was with his wife. He was like, I don't DJ, but I watched the show when Gino was on, and you guys were awesome, and I just got hooked. You're my new novella, and I was like, wow, bro. I started blushing. I was like, wow,
Monday
that's
night
awesome.
novella.
Just like-
Yeah, no
It's
shit,
back.
right? Yeah, he
Just
said
like
it too.
Sue. I know, just
Yeah,
like
As
Sue.
the
Sue,
DJ's
man. Shouts out to
turn.
Sue. I mean, there's a lot of
Shit,
support.
We got to pat in that one.
Yeah.
The DJ's turn.
That's right.
Hey, write that down. No, hurry up. I'm gonna send it out right now. No, I'm joking. I'll fucking
Trademark
around
it.
for it.
Real quick,
Make sure you go for the feds.
real quick, real
love
quick in the live stream from Twitch, we got Smooth Smoking Sam. He's also on the
Hey,
live stream.
Sam.
What up, Sammy?
Also, we got Sam R on Facebook.
Yeah, Sammy Shorty. What up, Shorty?
DJ Reich. I tagged Gino Rockaroma. Hopefully he'll tune in. So
Maria.
Oh, he actually is. He's on the show.
Maria.
Gino Rockaroma is in there. So how you doing, sir?
What up, G?
So yeah. So this event, I'm sure there was a lot of planning, a lot of people trying to, come
I see you
together
trying
as
to
one.
memorize that website.
No, I'm not remembering.
I can't
that,
even-
but,
dude, right now I'm just
talking
thinking
about
of
the
the-
conference on Saturday.
The stacks of contracts that had to go out.
Stupid.
That's what I'm
God.
thinking about, right? Am I
You
right?
mean the 5 million?
Right? Dude, there's
You know, did you
So
take
this-
a look at that website before we got here?
No,
did you-
I saw it
Unfortunately, I did
before. I
not.
saw it before,
So
but it's
the
a
website-
I don't know if you heard
It's
about my
like
weekend. I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
no,
I'm so sorry.
No,
I
it's
thought
all right.
you would've done it
I'll
like
post
months
a
prior before we
my
got
bad.
here.
I will post a link on the.
That website has like over 250 DJs.
That's what I said. It's
and
a
I'm
long
still
list.
missing DJs, and some of them are, hey, she didn't put me on there. It's not that I
Nothing
didn't put you
personal.
on there. It's never personal because I don't.
What
half
did I
the
just
DJs that
say?
put on there. I'm like,
But what did I
who
just
are these
say?
people? I
Yeah.
don't even know who they are. I
Right.
had to go through flyers,
Right.
like literal flyers, and going like making sure I was check marking. Okay, I got this person. I got that person.
Right.
But
It's a long
it's
list. I'm
not
looking at
personal
it.
because it's still ongoing.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
To the point where I've even like bumped into like, oh man, I forgot to put him in, and I got menopause brain at this point in time. So if I don't
Listen.
like write it down,
I'll call
we just
her.
talked about menopause and menopause.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
shit is
But mind
serious,
your
bro.
business.
That shit
See,
is-
I'm never telling
that
you
shit is
shit again.
fucking
I'm never
serious.
telling you shit again. Get Latina, bro. You
Hey,
can't.
I didn't
You
say
can't.
who had it.
You can't
I
teach
didn't say
shit.
who had it. I just said we were talking about menopause and menopause. But
So what if I was sweaty?
and I had to turn the candle off. No.
Right.
But I mean that it's a lot of work.
Right.
A lot
And
of people on
then
this
you know
list.
you've got the gone but not forgotten. Unless you're keeping track of who died, I don't know who died. I know the people that I knew,
Right.
or the people that stand out in memory. Same thing with the radio DJs. Going back to that and making sure that you get that right. Like on the way right over here, I even forgot 2 of them that should be on there, and I'm like, I got to remember to put those on. And then you've got the artists, and you've got everything else that goes
And
on.
then you got to get permission before you do that, correct?
I would call Stephanie, hey, you forgot this person.
Yeah. You didn't.
I mean,
Add this person.
we
You just
Try.
adding
We did
people
it.
just
Try.
as
We
it's kind of like
just-
a memory.
I mean, I know
Okay.
some people have turned around and said, "Well, I didn't, you didn't have my permission."
Right.
But then the other thing is you got people who sitting there saying, "Well, she didn't add me on there," and I'm like, again, you don't have a winning card there. You either want to be recognized and be, and I won't even use the word anymore. Recognized. Either you want to be a part of
Acknowledged.
something. Acknowledged. Thank you for the word.
No, recognize is
Acknowledged.
fine.
No,
I get it.
But
Acknowledged,
it's a lot of acknowledgments
Right.
to try to put in there, and I want to make sure that everybody gets recognized and gets acknowledged. But it's hard. There's a lot of DJs in there that I've never even heard of.
That
Right.
tells you something. That tells you something real quick. And we talked about this every single episode.
Right.
Chicago is saturated with so many DJs.
Right.
And
Yeah,
there's a lot, and I'm.
But in my Janet
I'm look-
Jackson voice, what have you done for me lately?
Stupid. But I'm looking at this list. Just the DJs alone. There's a lot of them.
Oh, well, that's great.
A lot
But-
of Latin DJs, Latino DJs. So you have to. So that's just Latino. So imagine Chicago, a lot of DJs.
yeah.
Yeah, we
So
have a lot of
so it's
brothers. We have a
hard.
lot of sisters. We have
So
a lot
it's
of.
hard to
Yeah.
put all trying to, remember all these DJs to put on this list.
Dude, trust me, I got
This
you,
is just
bro.
Chicago.
I know.
It's a lot.
And that's what I said. I mean, and that's what I said. Unfortunately, and that's why when I acknowledge something, I acknowledge everybody. You know what I'm saying? I acknowledge. I try to put that in my wording, that it's just not that one person. It's just that one person came to mind first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's no disrespect to anybody. It's just like there's a lot of us. There is a lot. Especially Latinos. Fuck.
I'm looking at this list again. It's a lot.
But my name's not on there.
Oh, please.
I mean,
I'm
it
Puerto
is.
Rican Mexican. What the
Here
fuck?
you go.
Well,
Here
don't
you
get
go.
offended and don't get personal. Now I will just add you, Carlos. If you're listening, please add this man before he comes after me.
No, I would never. Stop it.
I got you, Steph.
No, you know what? You know what? Thank you, bro. Thank you. So some people think I'm Arab because of my nose. I don't know, seriously. But
That's
I'll
funny
do it
you
like
say
this,
that, 'cause
Martinez.
I always get asked if I'm Indian. And
Wow,
sometimes
that's
I get
fucked
free
up,
coffee
bro.
at Dunkin' Donuts.
Bro, I'm hanging out with you, bro. I love that.
He didn't
I
go
love
that
that.
route.
I love that.
yeah. And they,
And
I
Hey,
tell them-
Habibi.
They tell them, no, I'm half Puerto Rican and Mexican too.
Are you?
And
Sorry to
they
hear
go,
that.
No, you Pakistani. Like, no, dude, but I go with it. It's free
What's
coffee.
in the book bag, Holmes? No, I'm joking.
Wait, but why did you go get coffee before we got here?
Is that a laptop?
Yeah, right?
Is that a?
Here it goes. My coffee's right there.
There you go. Yeah, I got you, bro. I got
I'm
you.
like,
This is
oh
awesome.
my god. You asked, you said something earlier that kind of like, I won't say it was a trigger, but it was actually, a trigger.
Sorry.
You said about the things that like what were the intricacies of doing all this and the heartaches and stuff like that. And,
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that.
I there's a part of me at the beginning and even sometimes in between where I'm just like,
Disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry for saying that. I
worries.
didn't mean to trigger. So if she starts, it's my fault.
it's
I
his
got
fault.
Sorry.
I think it was. There's been points in times where I'm just like, damn it, why did I do this, and is this even worth it? And then I get, a phone call or, hey, we're so glad you did this, and even from you, this is a lot. We're so proud of you, and it makes that whole entire drama part of it
A lot of drama.
fade away. And there's been a lot of drama, and I'm trying to stem away from it.
Pablo's not even mentioning.
Yeah, he's just like, there's been a lot of drama.
Thank you.
And it's almost sad because I get pointed as the person that made the divide. And I'm like, why am I the person who was never a DJ, as it's been pointed out? Yeah, I'm not a DJ, but, I was a dancer. I was an on-air personality. I was a part of a lot of things. We were talking about the whole White Knife, Fast Eddie. I used to watch them, perform, or I would watch them in DJ International because I was practicing for Spear Rock, who was the freestyle group under DJ International. So that's how I got to know them. But there has been so much drama that has surrounded this, and I've noticed so many different types of conversations that I really did not want to be privy to because they were people who were talking about other people that I'm actually friends with or they had issues with, and I'm just like, why are there so many issues amongst you all? And
One word.
Okay,
Latinos.
oh, okay.
I'm going to start a new Facebook page.
Because
Sorry.
let me tell you.
I'm being honest here.
I was approached by a couple of my friends on, on our Black brother side, and they're like, do you guys have as much drama as we do in our own community? I'm like, it's worse.
Yeah.
It's worse. I didn't think that I would get this much. I'll say it. Fuck it. Hate.
Yeah.
Hate sells, sweetheart. Hate sells.
It does.
Unfortunately,
Apparently it does.
the devil is here, man.
And the devil is real. Let me tell you.
I'm telling you.
Because every time I gotta see his face, I'm like, damn, bro.
I got stabbed right here in my ass one time, bro. Fuck that. Hell no, not no more.
I have got stab
No
marks.
more.
I got him in my back. I got him in my arms. And I'm sure other people will sit there and say, well, she was a backstabber too. No. I was a truth teller.
Yeah. There you go.
I have no problem in telling you the truth. I've got my receipts. But
Damn, Cat Williams in the building. Damn.
give me that brown liquor, damn it. Where's that whiskey?
Hey,
Where's
just
that
look at he'll be Shay Shay.
Club Shay Shay.
So I'm Shannon Sharp in this, right?
You're Shay Shay.
Well,
I'm Club Shay.
as long as you didn't post that Instagram, you were
I
good.
didn't.
Hey, I'll be the cameraman. I'll be the commentator.
You're stupid.
I'm
Oh
sorry,
my God.
sorry. I was a racist. Trust me, it wasn't. I swear to God, it wasn't.
Oh my god.
He's just closest.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, man.
But
You
no,
opened it
you're
up.
no, you're good.
No, but unfortunately, like I said, drama sells. Unfortunately, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'll never.
Which is why before we started the show, I mentioned it to Al before we have you guys on here. I'm like, why was the need for it? It doesn't make any sense, you know.
But people like that shit. Some people fucking misery loves company, bro. Unfortunately, they do. If they're gonna go down, they're taking this whole boat with them.
Anyway,
you understand? No, I'm serious. I'm dead ass.
No, this has been going on forever. I mean, I've been DJing since 1982. It's a long ass time.
Damn. Hold on. Let me get my calculator.
Can I get some water?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in the Latino community, for some reason,
It's a lot of hatred.
it's a lot. I mean, it's like there's a bunch of memes out there, and they are correct. They're gonna tell you, "Hey, bro, nice set,"
Yeah.
but they're gonna stab your ass.
Yeah.
When you're not looking. In the
But
back.
they Shazammed half your shit too.
They sure
exactly.
did.
They're doing this.
I know.
at the-
I'm
Yeah,
right there. I'm
bro.
like, what's that
But-
mix?
Yeah. Right.
So I noticed that when I came back into it after COVID, we had all of these live streams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gino came with his stream and brought us back to Diamond.
About like
86.
5,000 people.
You know,
I got
yeah.
you. Yeah. I
And,
remember that.
So what I noticed too, so I started the DJ Unity movement
Yeah.
on Facebook,
And that blew up too.
and tried to get a bunch of people together, and normally groups wouldn't mix with each other,
Right.
and slowly in the last 5-6 years, you'll see different groups with DJs now
Right.
networking and playing with each other. But before then, it seemed like there was
Hatred between the North and the South.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what's
Like
going
the
on
revolution,
here?
bro, was
but
coming, yeah.
I'm glad that it's dissolving a little bit, but it needs to improve.
You know why? Because we got older.
Yeah,
But is that really? I mean, even with older, you would think it would be wiser,
yeah,
but it isn't.
But
It's just as I have encountered
But-
that there's just as much hate as you're older because people tend not to let go of stuff.
yeah.
Let
I'm
go.
sorry, bro.
Let
Is
it go,
this a
bro.
fucking counseling
Relax,
session right
relate,
now?
release.
Is this
Relax,
no?
relate,
Just
I hold grudges.
That's
I hold
just-
grudges.
It's funny you say that.
I hold
Steph,
grudges.
because I tell
You know
this
why?
man- I
Because
tell this
hey,
man
bro,
every
listen.
day, let it
Hey,
go.
hey. All right,
Like
Elsa,
the-
chill out.
oh, I was gonna
This
say
ain't
that,
frozen,
but, like,
bro.
let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
I tell this man
Nah, fuck
every
outta
day,
here with that
almost
shit, bro.
every week. I tell this man, let it go.
No, for what, bro? No. Listen, bro. I wear my heart on my sleeve. You're my brother. I haven't met you, but I met you. You understand? Same thing with you. You guys are now family. You know what I'm saying? If you ever need anything, we got your back here. That's the thing. Until you turn your back on me, I got your back. But once you
that's
do
how
that,
I
and there's no
feel.
reason to turn your
There's
back
no
on
reason.
me.
If I give
There's
you
no reason.
100%
Hey, right.
of my
I
trust,
got
I'm
you.
expecting
Absolutely.
the same in return.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, whatever I tell you, don't try to use it against me, because
There ain't
Let
shit
me-
to use
I'm gonna
against
give
me.
you the example.
You know
I'm gonna-
what? At the end of the day, I don't have to explain myself to nobody.
You don't?
But and neither do you, and neither does he. But the unfortunate part is that person knows, and I know at the end of the day, I wasn't the one that fucked up. You fucked up. You know, but I hold grudges against that. And you know what? Once you fuck up with me, that's it. You're dead to me. I don't care who you are.
I'll
And
give
I mean,
you an
it's a
example
dude.
of something
I've let
that
family go.
I'm going to put this on the air because I've held this in.
Go ahead, do
And
it.
we were talking
This
about
is
it.
counseling
on the way to the
101.
car.
Let's
This is
go.
DJ industry exclusive.
Yeah,
There we
right.
go.
Ding, 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 ding.
So during this time of getting all this together, I have come across ridicule. I have fucked people that I didn't even know that I fucked. I mean, it's been nonstop. But there was one thing that came back to me that I was pissed about, and that I was not Latina enough, or I'm claiming my Latina-ness, but yet I'm having babies with black men
What the
that are
hell?
black.
What the hell?
That came back to me not once, not twice, but 10 times over. What in Sam hell does my choice of who my son's fathers are got to do with what I'm trying to create
With this movement.
with this movement? Tell me and explain to me why my family dynamic is any of your motherfucking business. Why my black, British, and brown children have anything to do with what this creation is about, uplifting Latinos and making sure that we are seen, we are heard, we are finally acknowledged. What does my family dynamic, my grandbabies, my sons have to do with that?
You know what?
That was the only
personal.
adversity
You
that
know
I
what?
actually can sit here and say now that I have now put out there.
COVID fucked a lot of people up. They got too much time on their hands. You know
They
what I'm
must.
saying? They must, man. Because yeah, that's a little bit. You know,
crossed
hey,
the line
it is what it
there,
is.
sure.
It is what it is.
Definitely
You know
crossed
what?
the line.
Right now, like I told you, it's nothing but hate out
Yeah,
there. And
it
you know
is.
what? You know what? talk about me. Say whatever the fuck you want to say about me. I'm still fucking working. I'm still booked. Hey, dude, keep talking about me. Please do. Please do. Because the more you talk about me, the more people want to fucking find who I am.
I swear to God, this
Tune in on Mondays, bro. This is me.
This by itself could be its own damn documentary.
Right, absolutely.
I swear to God, this was his own telenovela, and I'll change the names to protect other people.
keep talking because the numbers keep going up. I think this is a Club Shay Shay with fucking Cat Williams right now.
Somebody better get me a cigar and some whiskey because this water ain't chucking.
See what you did, right? See, this is all your fault, right?
Oh, God.
All your
Always
fault,
Rake's
right?
fault.
Nah, but I mean, you know, at the end of the day, we applaud you for what you're doing, okay? And
my bad. Hit the wrong cue.
Dick.
Shut up. Hit the wrong cue.
What a fuck? See what an asshole.
I can't reach. Go ahead, Al.
That was fucking racist. What you just said. Racist.
I couldn't reach. Go ahead.
Whatever. That's what she said. Oh. Now you forget it. See, he's not paying attention.
I am paying attention.
So no, but we applaud you for what you're doing. I just met you. I can hear a million things until you fuck me over. That's when I'll believe that. And you know what? And I've heard a lot of warning signs and shit. And hey, take that with a grain of salt and walk. Life is too short. My grandfather always said, you were born by yourself, you're gonna die by yourself. Yep. At the end of the day, you make sure you take care of yourself. Okay. So again, we applaud you for what you're doing. It's a lot of work. I know. We know. I mean, and it's not something that happens overnight. I mean, and when God's gonna bless you and He's gonna make it a successful event for you. All right. So I mean, and take the grain of salt, man. Shit's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit's gonna go left.
Everybody all the time.
No,
right.
You can't. No.
Right.
And in this industry, I've learned a lot more than I ever thought I could. I mean,
you're doing it big when you got protesters out in front.
Oh, I know.
That's when you're doing big things, bro.
Man, he's got like front seat.
Who?
Whoever is it?
Oh, Mike said he had front seat, bro.
He's got front seat.
Yeah, no shit. When you got the protesters out there picketing, then you know you're doing some big shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should. Maybe you should hire some people to just fuck around.
Yeah,
fuck around and find out.
Happens the first time, and we want this to grow even as much as we can. Why we're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm in my mid-50s.
Matt, we don't talk numbers here, sir. No, I'm
keeping it real. I'm keeping it real.
Hey, bro, look, I'm keeping it real. I'm here, bro. Arthritis.
And let me say, since I brought up my age, there was a friend of mine that just passed away over the weekend.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Quintana, who was
one
of the. He worked at Prano Printing, so he did a lot of our flyers from back in the day.
Yeah.
So, and he also DJed part time.
Okay.
So I want to acknowledge him. Yes. His soul up in heaven now.
Rest in peace,
for
man. I'm sorry.
being there, and for all of us. I'm sure you've been to Prano Printing or there,
brother.
Every weekend,
dude. Every time I would walk up there, I get high, bro. Are you serious?
Every
bro,
weekend.
You smell that shit from North Avenue, bro. I loved it.
2 to 3 in the morning.
Yeah, no shit.
And and no one ever. I'm acknowledging you now and everyone else at Prano Printing because they had a major part. Yeah. As well as
they did.
All these flyers that we are now.
Dude, everybody got their flyers done there. Double-sided, colored, fucking, and then they went to cardstock. Dude, we used to be on the fucking on the street poles with doing fucking flyers at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
I remember having poster wars.
Yeah.
With Tony Batoy and Al from Janelle's.
Damn.
That was doing my thing. And we had a meeting.
Yeah.
Here I am with these 2 grown-ass men.
Yeah.
A little 15-year-old, 16-year-old ass.
Yeah.
These men trying to make our truth
a
poster.
Fucking Luis Ramirez, Ziggy D.
It lasted for about a year, maybe. But,
well,
that's what I'm saying. There was a lot of hard work involved. It takes all those printers back in the day, especially Prano.
Yeah, Prano Printing. Shout out to them, man. And I mentioned them.
Lucy's got how many stories, man.
You know how many times I fell down those stairs? Especially during the wintertime. Especially during the wintertime when they're fucking piles of snow, man.
Yep.
Man, you would never know. Yeah.
Heavy stock posters.
The big posters. Yep. Oh my god. And they were still wet?
Yes.
Oh man, I loved it.
And then it was like sometimes the ink would melt on it. Yeah, the only reason why I knew about that was because even at 15, I was doing Peter John productions with Nate and Judo, and we would get them, and there we are, like 15 or 16 years old. I think I got stopped by the cops at least 15 times.
Wow.
And I was very lucky. Because they would just take me home. Thank God for family. But my friends were just like, we need our parents to come pick us up.
Going to them daytimes.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Yeah, shout out to Prano Printing again, man.
You guys
good times,
it.
man. Yeah, they do. Yeah, we talk about them a lot. Yeah, everybody got their flyers done there.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And everyone, a lot of people met each other. A lot of DJs from all over the city.
Right.
And that was like a hub
Yeah.
for all of
That
us, you know.
that and gramophones.
Gramophone, oh my
Gramophone,
God!
yeah,
How
we're
much I made
major.
them rich. I'm
Yeah,
sure you did
yeah,
too.
so did I.
All that money.
Yeah, dude.
As soon as I make money from a gig, here I am at Gramophone the next weekend.
What, money from a gig? Shit, I
Gramophone,
work 7 days a
Imports,
week for
Loop,
that shit.
all those stores.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah,
Mine
dude.
was Loop Records.
Yeah.
Just Dance. Yeah, we were
was
talking
Loop
about that.
Records.
Yeah. Jumping Music.
Yep.
Yeah, that was more like a '90s thing. I'm going from imports in early
Okay.
80s.
Yeah, well, I started 88, 89.
Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah. So,
And of course, you're gonna have to mention, Andre from Hot Jams. As
yeah,
well.
Hot Jams.
definitely for sure. Yeah, man.
Everybody from across the street went from Curious right into Hot Jams just to see what the new mixtape was, or at least who was going to be there, whether it was going to be Legacy or Fast Eddie or White Knight.
Or the flea market over there on Ogden.
Yeah.
Right. This movement is the beginning, folks. It's the beginning.
Yes. It
Okay.
is.
So if you haven't been mentioned, you're gonna get
Right.
mentioned.
Yes, we
So
are.
relax.
And if you
Calmate.
haven't gotten mentioned, reach out to us. I
Yeah.
mean, I put it out there several times. Hey, if
She
we're
did.
missing you,
I did see that. I did see
Yeah,
that
I was like,
on the
if-
Facebook page. I
Yep,
saw that.
I would put it out there, let me know. Tell me what you did. So this way, I mean, I would love to add everybody in there. I've gotten some DJs from A-Town who's just sitting there saying, well, we're
Wait,
DJs. And I'm
What's
like,
A-Town?
I guess Aurora. They call
Chicago,
themselves
ladies and
A-Town.
gentlemen. Chicago. Shit.
Yes.
Chicago.
And I had
Chicago.
to tell some people-
Not Rosemont. Not Norridge. Chicago.
I had
Thank
to tell
you.
them, like, we'll try to include, you next year or something and be kind about it. But this is all about Chicago. Chicago has so many damn stories.
Yeah, for sure.
So many stories
For
from
sure.
so many people that I want to make sure that they have a moment to shine and to sit here and say thank you. Not to me, but thank you to everybody who listened to
Right.
them.
Absolute
Everyone
support.
who acknowledged them and supported them, whether or not, and I even go back to the DJs that were a huge part of the movement from the beginning, like in 83, 82, 83, 84, going forward. They might have stopped DJing for personal reasons, starting families, having to take care of parents, but that does not mean that they're no longer DJs or they don't have
contribute.
that.
Right.
They contributed
right, exactly.
majorly to it. And yeah, if your name is on a flyer, yes, you do need to be recognized, because at the end of the day, you were a part of a movement that nobody ever thought would be as big as it is today. I don't think
Absolutely.
anybody would have thought these little track records they were making might have been for a moment, but literally moved an entire city and an entire world into a different type of genre. You got EDM out of it. You got underground. You got deep house. You've got so many different types of house music that
Keep
just
going,
came out
keep
of
going,
something.
keep going, keep going.
Out of
Keep going.
like just from Chicago, from yes, I will say the originators from Jesse Saunders and Chippy and Adonis and
Chippy, I
Steve
love Chippy.
Silcurley and Keith Nunley.
Chippy's still around.
They're all still around. And I got the chance to talk to them, when we were over at Arabella's for their House 40 VIP party. And, they deserve their accolades. They do deserve it, because they didn't even know how far that was going to go.
Right.
And I know I've heard their stories, and again, there's some anger in between all of that. But who knew how far this was going to go? Who knew that we would be here 40 years later talking about house music, disco, dance, underground, all of it?
I mean, I ran into Tyree Cooper at the at the Navy Pier event the Club Roman Navy Pier event, and Tyree Cooper was he was also on WCYC.
Yeah.
He was him and Gene Hunt were part of the Jackmaster 5, and that was the group before the Dominating Six. So it was Gene Hunt, it was Tyree Cooper, myself, Miguel Rodriguez, and Rich Martinez, Gino Roma as well. But when I met him, right away, it's amazing. Like, he recognized me. I didn't recognize him. He looks different, When I met Tyree, he was a teenager. It was just different. And
Hey, mind your business.
he approached me. And then we just went back talking
And it clicked.
about, and then I talked, dude, you're Tyree Cooper,
Yeah.
the super duper producer.
Yeah.
Just how big his tracks went global.
Yeah.
And he's still performing today.
Dude,
Yeah.
people are still using the samples.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
To
Amazing.
this day, and
You're
they'll
right,
continue to use everybody's samples. I was listening to Mike Dunn's interview a few weeks back, and Maurice had asked him the question, "Where do you think house started?" And he had said that he didn't feel, it was his opinion only, he didn't feel that house started with On and On. He felt that house started with Chip E.
Yeah,
with
my
It's
book
House.
it did. Chip E.
And I gotta admit, because the first time you ever heard It's House was from Chip E.
Right.
You know, and everybody's gonna have their differences and what they think house started. I personally think that Jamie Principle, you know, was the first part of the house. That's my opinion. Everybody's gonna have their opinion, but
Right. That's what makes humans being a beautiful creature.
yeah,
we all different.
We're all different, but I mean, again, you go back to just looking at this whole thing of music that no one ever thought would expand to the point where it would actually take them traveling, take them to another side of the world outside of Chicago, that would introduce them to a totally different audience that had been already listening to them and they didn't even know, because their records were already across, you know, over international lines, and they were getting an audience that already knew who they were and they didn't even know it.
All right.
And I think, you know, when you hear stories like that and you know what that vibe is, and you can understand that history, it can take you to a different place of appreciation.
Right.
Of
Definitely,
wow,
for sure.
you know, I'm so honored to know who you are. I still admire everybody that I've been able to meet. You know, house music took me to dancing, from Columbia to being on TV, to being a dancer at Excalibur, to being recognized from Gary Sippich, to being able to dance for DJ International, to be recognized through Fast Eddie and White Knight, to be able to have just a couple of spots with them, and then be able to go into managing nightclubs and then being on the radio with B96. As short as it was opportunities because of house music and dancing that I was able to move to different areas and be able to have these experiences that I can talk about today, and now that have been able to get me here to honor you all.
Okay.
So
Well, we appreciate it. Like I said, that's awesome. That's awesome that you're doing that. It's a lot of work. So we applaud you on that. It's a lot of work. But you got a lot of good people that have your back.
I like that what she's doing.
I like the support. I love the support, and I'm loving the support.
I love what
in
Stephanie's
the room
doing
too.
is not only the DJs, the dance groups that were involved.
yes,
Of course, the producers. You know, there weren't too many of us. You know, Latin producers back then. But you know, you took time out. You took the time out to acknowledge them right now.
Yeah.
And from them, now you have producers now in our era. Sorry about that.
No, it's all right.
Like Numodan, Caveman,
Yep.
and others. 3J.
3J
You know,
and
and others that
CZR.
Latinos that are now taking this movement, you know, even more. So heads out to them for keeping it alive, and to all those innovators from back in the day.
Right.
And that's
Right.
what this is about. It's to try to acknowledge everybody. And like I mentioned before, because I think I might have lost a friend or two because of this movement. You know,
But why?
I wasn't.
Yeah,
taking-
But why? But why?
It's not
but
about.
why?
Yeah, it's not about sides.
I mean, right. It's not about sides. It's about everybody. This is
maybe
about
they took
everybody, bringing everybody into unison. That's
They
what
took
I'm
it
not understanding.
Personal for whatever reason, you know, that's on them. You know, but
I'm sorry to
we
hear
have
that.
no hatred. Once again, there's no hatred. This is all about
You're such a nice guy too, bro.
unify.
You're such a fucking nice guy. I
Oh,
can't.
thank
No,
you.
I'm dead ass. Don't lie. I'm being honest. You're a fucking great guy, dude. Why would somebody get mad at? I could. You
Might be
can
the
call. You
company-
can probably slap
might be
me,
the
and I
company
wouldn't get
that
mad
he's
at you.
keeping. That's
Yeah.
what they're saying.
You
That's
know,
what I think.
And that's unfortunate. And to me, it's their loss.
Okay.
You know, in the end of the day, but you know, we're gonna keep on, guys. Just you know, let's be there this Saturday if you
Yes.
can make it to the conference.
And the after set.
And
We
the
haven't even
after
talking
set.
about the
That's
after
a
set
historical
yet.
lineup, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna mention that later
That's
on.
a historical
but
lineup.
I was real quick. This is totally random. I'm still going through this whole list.
Are you serious?
I'm still going through
So you
this
haven't
whole
been
list.
paying attention to this whole thing?
I've been listening, but-
You're a
but-
DJ. That's right. You can
He's
use
doing his
both ears.
homework.
No, I'm listening because I was trying to see if because I was gonna be shocked to know that on the Latin dance crew you got the Blunted Kids who we just had a couple weeks ago.
Yes, we had the Blunted Kids up here. I was since day one. My brothers.
Yeah, they're Blunted Kids. They're on the list.
Wow.
CVO, not CVO.
Top Rock.
Top Rock's on the list.
Okay, that's my crew.
and
No CVO. Damn.
not CVO. I don't see him
Damn.
on the list.
And about Carlos.
And
Too damn
Mount
fresh.
Carlos.
Too damn fresh.
Okay.
Too damn
Nice.
fresh is on the
Untouchables.
Yes, I had. I think
Untouchables
I,
on Untouchables
are they at
on
the
there.
bottom?
They're always
They
at the
were
bottom.
told to be
No,
at.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Fucking
Oh,
around.
I didn't say that.
I love you.
They
oh,
were told
Ralphie,
to be
brother.
at.
Oh, my
I
brothers.
actually met somebody. I can't even think of the who
No,
the
no,
person
no,
was. I can't think of who the person was, but they were just like, how do you not have the Untouchables? Oh, I know who it was. DJ J-Mo.
Oh, okay.
DJ J-Mo was a part of the Untouchables. And he's like, how do you not have me on there? I'm like, are you sure? He goes, I looked through that whole list. I was like,
Yeah, I'm looking at
okay,
the
we'll
list.
add you.
I'm
We will
looking,
add you.
I'm looking. I don't see him.
Yeah, and I'm just like, we'll add you. But again, it's like, that moment that you got to turn around and do that. And I really do want to give out some shout outs to the dance crews back in the day.
Yep.
The Colitos, the AKAs. I mean, I know I keep saying that, but DTR, Freeze, Floor Masters. These were people who just loved to dance, and it got them off the streets, and that was the way you battled.
Right.
You wanted to show your stuff. You pulled out some linoleum or some cardboard, and you started spitting on your head, because I know I did, and I messed up my back. But, it was fun, and it was something that attracted kids that wanted to do different moves. When I talked to some of the dance crew members from back in the day, and I was asking, what got you into it? They're just like, we had to get off the streets. Growing up in Humboldt Park, we had to get off the streets. I grew up in the back of the yards.
Oh,
You
wow.
had to get off the
Yeah,
streets.
you had to. Yeah.
So, I lived on Ashland Avenue, where I was on the neutral street. So you had like one gang over here, one gang over here, one gang over here. You go over across the 49th Street by the bridge. You had two more gangs over there. I mean, you were surrounded.
Right.
So it didn't matter where you went to school, because you had to rush home real
Right.
quick.
Absolutely.
So I can see that time and era that made you want to do something different, whether it was dancing, whether it was DJing. You wanted to do something different so you can save your ass.
And at that
and
time,
not be touched.
the dancers and DJs, they needed each other.
Yeah.
I was promoting at 15, and I remember AKA, they're from my school, Covent Park High School. Omar, Flipper, Jeannie, all of them, they were from my school. And I would make sometimes, a couple of times I would make
Tapes?
their performance tapes, But the passion in these teenagers, because we were all teenagers at that time, the passion to perform, in front of 400 or 500 people back then.
Yeah.
That was like, maybe that was like their only time to shine, because some of them did it for fun, some did it for fame, and some probably did it because they wanted to continue their dancing as careers as they got older for whatever reason. But it was a beautiful moment. I wish we had more video. I wish we had all these cell phones and all this stuff back then. Like we do now. Can you imagine?
Well, I got a surprise for you. I got a surprise for you for that day.
Okay.
And I got a surprise for everybody that day.
That's awesome.
Okay.
It's 3 minutes and 25 seconds of a surprise. And
That's what my wife said.
Oh!
No, I'm joking. I'm fucking around. Sorry, I had to put it. No.
I know, I left it up. Dun-dun-dun.
But not just AKA, then the Colitos, Imported Taste.
But again,
High
Blessed
energy.
Sea,
in a
Destiny
situation like that,
Dancers.
you say shots out to everybody that was in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're not going to sit there and fucking name every
Yeah, I can't,
because
I
it's
can't.
going to look at this list.
Go look at the website.
Go on
to
the website.
www.latinosinthehouse.com and you'll see everything.
So
I smoked a lot of weed back in the days, man. There's people that I've met and I'll see them in the club and they'll be, hey, what's up? I'll be like, hey, what's up? How you doing, bro? It's just sometimes I know your face, but your name I'm sorry. Sometimes
So I
you smacked me a couple times.
So I
got
want
you.
to go back to the event. I'm going to repost the flyer real quick on here, but I want to talk about what's going on actually on that event on Saturday. So you have the 80s panel,
yes, we
dance
have
crews, and
70s and 80s.
70s and 80s. You got the 90s panel.
Mm-hmm.
You also got promoters and clubs.
And radio.
And then you got the producers and the artist labels. So I know that took a lot of work to try to get all of them together and to do that. And then you got each moderator. So real quick, Stephanie and Pablo, like talk about like each panel, like what's happening on each panel.
I'm gonna let Pablo go with the 70s and 80s DJ.
Why? Because I'm
For
the
500.
oldest. Okay.
For 500.
Well, that panel right there is legit. Okay, you have Carlos Valderrama and Luca Rosado. They were like late 70s. They started like in the late 70s. And then you get into, of course, there are a lot of 80 DJs, but for now this is our group, and each DJ there contributed, and we were young. We were all young. We were all teenagers, but they contributed in so many ways. Whether it was a mobile event, right, throughout the city, club, of course, or radio. Each of these DJs on there contribute to the scene or have inspired others to become DJs. And the way I look at that panel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at you got Jesse Velez. I'm not sorry, Jesse De La Pena, who's a Grammy nominated.
His Liquid Soul was their Grammy. He was the Grammy nominated band, but he was the DJ for Liquid Soul.
He's just a monster, bro.
Steve
This guy's
He
Santoyo.
is,
dope.
you know.
He's dope.
WCRX, Mario Reyes, part of the GCI Master Mix 6.
Steve Santoyo, who actually helped start the mix show on WCRX for Columbia College, along with Luis Rivera. So
And let's not forget Miss Mystery.
yes,
Okay. A lot of great female DJs now, but Miss Mystery, and I was fortunate to be young enough, and I was right at the perfect age, I think, for all this to go down, and see not only seeing her perform, but hiring to perform at my events at Centrum and Armitage Hall, etc. She's badass.
Yeah.
Miss
Yeah,
Mystery
she
was a
is.
badass DJ
Yeah.
back in the day, and then not all, and she may not be on here. There was Lady Tricks as well.
Oh my God, I miss her so much.
You know,
I miss Trick so much, man. That was my girl, man. I love her.
another badass.
She's
female DJ from back in the day.
amazing. She's an amazing person, just an amazing person. And shouts out to Terry Bristol. You know, rest in peace.
Yeah,
you know,
rest in peace.
fucking Psycho bitch. I mean,
Yeah.
these are
Oh,
people
my
that
girl.
these are pioneers from Chicago. These are the people when I was working at Medusa's. I mean, fucking even standing next to them was an honor, man. But they're such great people, amazing people.
Okay, we had more 70 days, of course. There probably wouldn't be enough room on that flyer.
No, there wouldn't. I mean,
What?
you
We're
know,
going to continue it, right?
it was
Vic,
kind
what's
of
going on,
hard
bro?
trying to get this all together as it was. But I mean, looking at the promoters in the club and radio, you know, I'm not going to take anything away from anybody, you know, who helped me and gave me names of people to remember. You know, Gabriel Rodriguez, you know, did help me in a couple of these names and going back. And again, I want to give credit to where credit is going to be due, because a lot of people put a lot of effort into getting these names together and allowing me to get in contact with people. But when I sit here and I look at the promoters in the club and the radio, I mean, Al had just ideas of just wanting to keep kids off the street.
Yeah.
Outside of just wanting to just have a club.
Right.
And then he did it again when he opened up Alcatraz.
Yeah.
You know,
I was
so
one of the residents there.
yeah, and to me it was just one of those things that for someone who wanted to just keep kids off the street, not once, not twice, but 3 times with Janelle's, and then do Alcatraz, that deserves a lot.
Yeah.
This is an Al story. Al, when he had to, and Janelle's back in, this is like at the end of Janelle's on Fullerton. You know, I got to, DJ there. It was a high school battle that I tied with their resident DJ at the time. But anyway, he brought me back. Now, but I was too young, so I would have to go with my mom to Janelle's so I could perform there at the club. But I wasn't 17 and over.
Right.
I was underage.
Yeah.
And but what I respect of him that he gave me that opportunity.
Yep.
And then at Alcatraz, you know, he also I went there. He was advertising Alcatraz, right? And I went, dude, and all the kids that were there, they were sitting. They were like, they were bored to death.
Yeah.
The DJs, they were playing, you know, up to date music of that time.
Right.
But they weren't into it.
Right.
You know, and I could tell. Oh, I think I know what they want.
Yeah.
Because they were dressed new wave.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a look back then.
Grunge.
Right? There
Yeah.
was, you know,
I remember
we
that.
call it new wave.
Yeah,
or
your Doc Martens.
house.
I got you.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? There was a look. Anyway, I told her, hey Al, I got my records in the trunk. Let me see what I can do.
What did you say? You had what in your trunk? What is that, sir?
records
What is that?
My records.
What
There
is
it
that?
There's black.
Oh, I gotta,
things with a hole
hold
in
on.
the
I gotta
middle.
They were
Google.
like this
What
big.
what size were they? 12 inch?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
12 inch. And then
Hey, this
anyway,
ain't track.
anyway, once again, Al, you know, so I played, people were dancing, you know, whatever, but it's that once again, he gave me that opportunity,
Right.
and I became his the original alternative DJ at Alcatraz first couple of years, and then throughout his tenure there, he changed it up, right, and all the other, and he gave more opportunity to more people.
Right.
And so Al's one of those stories
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
yes.
opened the door to a lot of us.
He
Me,
did. He
He
did.
opened the door for me.
You
He
know,
opened
and
the door for me, for sure.
I hope
Alcatraz.
Al. I
Green
mean,
Street.
I really do hope Al, and I'm so glad that he's flying in for this. I really do hope Al understands what he did for a lot of us.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone. And I don't think he really truly can grasp it. I mean, I know people have told him, and sometimes he shies away or whatever, but he did so much for so many people. I mean, I was a Southsider and knew about Al at Janelle's.
Right.
You know, there weren't many Southsiders that would travel to the North Side, let alone where Janelle's was at. You know, and I was able to go there
Your girl.
with, you know, with a bunch of family members that were just like, you got to come to the North Side, you know, and being at the Centrum and being in different places. It was just awesome. So, you know, hats off to Al for keeping a lot of people off the streets, for giving them their opportunities, because I really don't think he understands what he did as well. But
He should be a Netflix series.
he should. Oh my God, please don't, because he would have some stories in the house.
Yeah.
Woo-wee.
I heard some of them. Yeah.
We have a part of that club DJs. We also have. I need that flyer back up. I was like,
See, even she forgets, and she did it.
Hello.
Hello. We were just talking about that.
I said I had menopause.
We were
Great.
just talking about that.
You know, you got Angie Pena, who's been a photographer for a lot of the house music, both the Black and Brown community, for a very long time. She has been taking pictures way before you start seeing all these photographers out here. And I mean, I've seen a lot of her pictures from back in the day, and it's crazy. She was also a radio host. She worked with Benji. She's been a TV host. You know, she's done a lot of things. I didn't even know, finding out history, as long as me and her have been best friends, finding out that she was actually on a music track. Mm-hmm. You know, it's stuff that you don't know unless you know. Right. And unless you don't know what to ask, you will never know.
You'll never know.
You know, again, Luis Rockin Rivera, him and Steve Santoyo were a part of CRX. They were a major part of CRX. Mm-hmm. Frank Torres with Moonlight Traveling Disco. He's the reason why Disco Johnny, Miss Mystery, Steve, Pablo, all of them, you know, they were just a part of a great time and era when dance music started becoming into house music. Then we go into the producers, artists, and label owners. Unfortunately, Louis Gomez is not going to be with us from Basement Records. I know. I'm so sad. I got the text message over the weekend, and I was like, no. But he got a beautiful opportunity to DJ on Thursday and Saturday in the desert at Palm Springs.
Nice. Wow.
So, I mean, he's like, Steph, I can't. I'm like, hey, more power to you. You know, we know that you're going to be there in spirit. So
I worked with Louis a few times in the past. Yeah.
He's such a beautiful soul. I swear. He's just a great person. And since he's not going to be there, you know, for those of you who don't know who Louis Gomez is, Louis was the introduction from Jamie Principle to Frankie Knuckles.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, when they got together, the rest was history, literally. But Louis was that person that did that introduction.
That's awesome.
So, and my understanding, you know, when Jamie Principle was getting the award at Millennium Park, he definitely gave his accolades to Louis for that, because without Louis, there wouldn't have been a Jamie.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just an awesome story. Carlos Valderrama with Rama Records, you know, him and Cesar Vallone worked together along with Lugo Rosado, you know, producing tracks on Rama Records. Then you got Liz Torres. I mean, what's to say?
Yeah.
It's Liz Torres.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so excited to have the first Queen of House music to be a part of this.
Yeah.
And then when
Big
we
time.
found out that Jesse Velez's family was willing to be a part of this as well, I mean, they have shied away from anything that refers to any type of interviews. And I understand why, but to be able to do this and to be a part of this and have them there, it's a huge honor. And it says a lot.
Yeah.
Then we go to the 90s DJs, El Caveman, Numo Dan, Victor Salazar. I see you on there. I see you on that little thingy over there.
What's going on, Vic? Vic's in the live stream.
What up, Vic?
Tony Cano, Julio Bishop, Julio Sierra. I mean, these are guys that I hung around with for years, since the 90s.
Why do they still look the same? I think they're vampires.
They don't age,
They don't age,
do
bro.
they?
They don't age, bro.
Let me tell you a story about Julio Sierra, though. He's
no, I
gonna laugh.
don't want to hear. I know Julio personally. I love Julio,
No,
man.
you're gonna
He don't
love it.
age.
I just DJ with them at Tacos and Tamales a couple.
So
That's
when
racist.
Julio was younger,
That's racist.
okay, Julio, myself, we used to go to Vinci's over on 45th and McDowell. Big place. Vinci's used to always have a lot of New York names coming there. George Lamont, TKA. I mean, you name it, they were always going there because they didn't want to deal with big clubs. Julio was a little kid, and he would hang out with me, Eddie Wildstyle, Mario Nonstop Nieves,
Wow.
and Mikey Garcia, and Victor G. And anytime Vinci's would close, we would go to Tiffany's. Well, when Julio couldn't get in because they allowed him into Vinci's, but he couldn't get into Tiffany's, we had him sleep in the back of the of the car. So eventually, we started bringing him a pillow and a blanket.
Wow.
Because it was winter, and we were like, "We're going and we're closing this place." And it's funny because he tells that story anytime he meets somebody new. Do you know I used to party with them? So I'm telling the story now. Julio Bishop, I met Julio Bishop when he was 18, 19 years old. At Underground. I was 23, and I just started finding out about the Undergrounds. Yeah. And I got to be introduced to Lego, who was just a teenager. DJ Colette, when she was an opera singer. Julio, who was just literally starting to dance for Masters at Work. Yeah. And it goes into literally DJ Little John. It also goes into Sharky. It goes into Gene Ferris. Gene Ferris and I share the same birthdays, and we used to throw parties together on Milwaukee Avenue. DJ Mana, DJ Sneak, all of them. I mean, this was a time where in the 90s I was able to party with people that, are big now for themselves. Dan Numo I got to know at Voyeur nightclub. Always a great DJ. Yeah, Tony Cano, he is. He's such a talent. Yeah, such a talent. All of them are talented. Yep. Tony Cano, I just got to know him recently, but little did I know that his cousin and myself, we play bunco once a month. I'm she's like, hey, that's my cousin. I'm like, oh, okay.
Small world.
It is a small world. Victor Salazar, I got to know him when my cousin passed away last year. Sorry. And thank you. And we got to know each other a little bit more. And then as this started coming up, we got to have a lot more conversations. Great guy. All of them.
All these people that you're naming, I've had, either encountered or I've heard of them, man. And I always say this, okay? I always say this. The good are still around. And a lot of people ask me that. They're like, you're still doing it after all these years. And I made a business out of it because I never burned bridges. Never burn bridges. And all these people that you're talking about are amazing souls. Not alone have a talent, but they're just beautiful people through and through. And that's what makes this all work. That love, and there is no more love. That old love that we felt back in the days. Yeah. And you talking about this, I'm just like, as you see, I'm getting teary-eyed because I miss these days. I miss when everybody was united in one. And we talked about that when we had Blended Kids on here. We had all the original, we had Tony C, we had Steve, we had we had all the guys. We had Method and we had Matt. The four guys who started Blended Kids, and we were talking about this. That was an interesting show. And we talked about this stuff, man. And I mean, the love is. We all worked together, even going to the south side. You know what I'm saying? So we did Julio and all these guys. I mean, they would come to the north side. It was always cool. Mm-hmm. We had no beef. Now it's just like, I don't know, man. Alex said it too, man. It's the love is gone, man. The love is gone. It seems like, and you guys said it. It's like, what's with the beef? Why do you have to step on somebody's dick, or why you got to do something so stupid? When back in the days it was really like that. Dick stepping. Yeah, right. Absolutely. And there's so much.
I don't even know what to say to that.
There is, and I don't even know how to say it, but it is. There's a lot of backstabbing. It's like, why do you want somebody else what somebody busted their ass for? You want it, you go bust their ass just like they did. Yeah. Nobody's gonna give it to you, bro.
I'll tell you what. When I was 14 and started promoting, I realized in this business, you gotta do shit for your own. And
absolutely. But don't. I mean, don't
wait for someone to call you.
Fucking men. Amen. Exactly what I meant,
and
bro. That goes, perfect. We're gonna make that into a shirt.
There you go. But that also goes back into what we're doing. Everybody's the Latinos didn't get recognized or okay.
Nobody got recognized from Chicago, and we just had it for you.
Do something. Why? And again, I'll go back to you guys. Some people are complaining about a girl who's not a DJ doing this, but yet there were several hundred DJs that are out there that could have done the same thing I did.
Yeah, very true.
And didn't do it. So why be mad at the person who's trying to help raise the awareness of our presence in this genre of music?
So I think they're seeing stuff. This is becoming bigger than they'd ever expected. And this is
Chicago house music has always been like that. People used to fly here to hear our DJs.
To hear our DJs.
To hear our DJs.
To hear our DJs.
I mean, I remember.
They would come to see the Warehouse.
Right.
They would come to different clubs.
Right.
Hell, there was even people who would go to Eric's North because of some of the
now
DJs
you're showing
that were
your
there.
age. Shut up.
Oh, I know.
Oh my
man.
God, my back hurts now.
Oh my God, I know. I've just showed my age.
Oh
but
my
hell,
God,
I know.
China
I'm
Club.
gonna show it even more.
China Club.
Oh no, Phoenix.
Oh shit.
Phoenix nightclub.
That was before my time.
That wasn't well. That was my time.
No,
Mars Bar,
real
yeah,
one on State
the
Street.
real one. Aces. Well, I didn't
All right,
use the
stop it,
faces.
stop it. Now my knee's starting to pinch.
Now that we're
Stop
talking
it.
about dancing, let's go to the dance cruise.
All right, so,
So-
on the dance cruise, you have
We have Gringo from All Stars, whose family, the
All-Star
Echaveras,
Productions.
is a huge family. Like, I even just got to know that Gringo's uncle was on Channel 26. He was the guy that me and my mother would always watch on TV. You know, it's just a huge family with Pinky, who was doing a lot of the promoting, his brother. And then just that whole family was just huge in
Entertainment
their
business.
in their business, in the entertainment business, production, promotion, events. Then you got Alma from the Colitos, who is been just outside of the Colitos, who started doing salsero and samba and everything else. I mean, that girl is she's so just full of life. You've got Omar from AKA. Getting to know him was pretty cool, and hearing his story. You've got DJ Voodoo. DJ Voodoo was actually known as Jonathan, and he was the high energy
White boy.
dancer.
White boy.
No,
Oh, he's not white?
Latino.
Wait, he looks.
He looks
light-skinned.
white.
Yeah, he looks white. I haven't seen Voodoo in a long time. But
Yeah,
back in the day
true.
when we had our Z Cavaricis and shit like that. No, bro.
Because that
You-
DJ
you
with
know.
Voodoo over at Perception. What the hell?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's, I didn't know he was a high energy dancer before DJ.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I saw pictures. I'm like, oh, you had hair. I was like, you were skinnier. I'm sorry, Voodoo. But you've got that, and then Satch from DTR. Satch was huge up against Windy City Breakers and Floor Masters with Angelo Pierto. It was very huge for them. B-Boy B, B-Boy Ray. All I can say is, talking with both of them and learning about the breakdance and the heart that they still continue to have, the battles that they continue to have at the Eagle.
Yeah.
To
I
this
just saw
day,
that. I want to go next year.
Yeah,
they still do it. Yeah, they
still do
just did it
day.
this
They
year.
just did it last
Yeah.
a month ago.
Shauna Rock was one of their DJs. He's a good friend of mine. He's good people.
And it was crazy
Badass.
because we were sitting there talking about the breakdance Olympics, and it was just like,
Oh, don't even bring that up. Stop it. Next. How about them Bears, huh? Let's talk about the Bears.
Eagle was much better. And then you've got Martino Spinning Ramos, who was literally the DJ who made those mixtapes and those performance tapes
gave me a
for
break,
all
too.
of these.
Yeah, especially
For
the
all these
Colitos,
dance
he
crews.
was their DJ.
Yeah,
at
he was
Clemente,
there. Yeah.
from Clemente.
Yeah, shouts out to him for sure, man.
And
He's still a great guy.
As he's
Still a
turned around
great
and
guy.
told me, he is the one DJ that is on every single flyer.
Yeah,
Boy,
no
I
shit.
Over
think he
1,000
forced
flyers.
people because he worked at Prono.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. There you
I
go.
think he had his player too.
No, I'm kidding.
No. I DJed a lot with him, and he's still badass. Actually, he just did a couple 2 years. He just did at Lama. He just did that reunion.
Yeah, he
I
does
was
that
there.
quite a bit. And then he just did the Janelle's reunion
Yeah.
that they had at Perception.
Yeah.
Let's go to the panel moderators.
Okay, so you have Harv Roman,
Yes.
who's doing who's being one of the moderators. You got Smooth Smoking Sam. You also got Javier LeBron, which from
Xavier's nightclub.
Yeah,
Hav has been Hav and I have been friends since we were 12 and 13 years old. So I mean, it's crazy to sit there and say that that's how long we've been friends. But I mean, I've been able to see him go from a baseball career to owning a nightclub to being a DJ, and that growth is just it's just unwavering. I'm very proud of him and very proud to call him a friend. Smooth Smoking Sam I've gotten to know in the past 2 years along with Jonathan. Jonathan I had met quite a few years ago, but we've become very good friends. But Smooth Smoking Sam has been in the industry for quite a long time as well,
Ace of
along with
Clubs.
his Ace of Clubs. But even his brother, Nomi, he's been a new wave DJ for years as well since we were kids. Harv Roman, I don't have to say anything about Harv Roman. If you don't know who Harv Roman is, shame on you.
Yeah, right.
Because that man, Harv, has been around.
He helped put
You know.
freestyle on the map on the South
Yes,
Edge.
he did.
Yeah.
He did. He helped a lot of freestyle artists from New York,
Exactly.
put them on the map on CYC. And to this day, they have very mad respect for him. But he took over after Kenny Jason left CYC, and he gave him the
Program
keys and said,
director,
it's yours
Harv
now.
gave me the opportunity to be on the air. I think someone called off or something. And I'm not never thought about, because I would turn on my mixes every weekend, and I'm like, I need someone on the air, want to try it, and bam.
Boom.
Yeah,
And
there you
bam.
go.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
I had a show for a couple of years, where I played, where I wanted rave, new wave, all that stuff, techno, but because of Harv.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, this is what I told people: take a fucking chance.
I took it.
Take a
Yeah, and
chance.
it's-
Take a
Harv-
chance. Either that, or just you just being in that background and being loyal to that people. Dude, that's all we ask for is loyalty and friendship, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. That's
And we're
all.
still
And then
friends
and then you're gonna go places. But don't be that fucking that
I
negative.
can't do that. I don't know.
Right.
No, I said,
Right.
fuck it. I never thought about being on the air. Let me go at it. And
That's awesome, though, bro. Exactly, man. You got the opportunity. You're a great guy. He was like, give him a chance.
Yeah,
And you killed it.
he's an awesome person to give.
Yeah.
He sees the talent in people when they don't see it in themselves. I remember meeting him for the first time because Sandy Castillo was going to start changing management, and Henji and Danny were we're looking for somebody else to add on, and that's when they were like, are you interested in helping us manage her? And I said, sure. So Harv actually did an interview with all of us, and he was just like, well, who's the new girl? And they're like, she's a part of our crew now that she'll be helping us manage Sandy Castillo. And then a couple of years later, or a few months later, it kind of fell through. Sandy had decided to just do something different with her own life. And it's cool. Sandy and I still keep in touch with each other. We don't live far from each other. And just Harv was just good people all the way around.
Gino spoke highly of him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just
I think I met him way back in the day. Yeah, his name sounded familiar when he was when Gino talked about him on the show.
Stories.
Yeah.
You know.
If he could ever get a ride over
He
here,
needs a
believe me,
Netflix series too.
Yeah.
yeah, he does.
It's working there.
That's
a lot
cool,
of people
yeah,
need a lot of Netflix stories. Then we got Matt Warren.
Okay.
I don't think I have to say anything about Matt Warren, other
I've heard
than
him.
who
The
he
70s.
is from the
Yeah,
70s. Part of the
Sunset
Master
Records.
Yep, Master
You know.
Mix 6 DJ from GCI, from back in those days when it was GCI versus BMX.
Yeah.
So that's huge. And then we got Mary Datcher. Mary Datcher is behind Global Mix Media. She does a lot of the hip hop conferences, but it's grown so big that she's actually doing film now. She's doing dancing. Last year she had George Tillman. I mean, it was just such a great conference. But she's also been a huge person behind House. She was Kenny Jam and Jason's intern.
Nice.
So, she's just a wealth of knowledge from both sides of house music to the artists and to hip hop.
Right.
So she was a huge mogul along with, why am I just forgetting, George Daniels from George's Music Room, helping them in getting these hip hop artists and all these artists from New York and getting them recognized. I mean, she's major in this industry. And I think her and Matt needed to be a part of this. Not only that, but you're just combining the black and brown communities together to show that unity is there, because we need to remember that before there was a divide before it was black and brown, there was a unification. I remember going to those Mendel dances. I was a part of that. I can sit there and say I went to a Mendel dance.
Yeah.
Like right here.
Yeah, right here.
You know what I mean? So it's just like bringing that bridge together and just walking it together. And I think they're a beautiful combination to add to this
Steph,
conference.
Look at this asshole. He's laughing at me. He's laughing at me right now. I just said like me and you, bro. Like me and you, bro. And he's laughing at me.
Stephanie, I was asked, why is Kenny Jam and Jason on the panel?
So Kenny Jam
and Jason
go ahead.
opened the door to so many Latinos, including myself. Gave me the shot at BMX, when I was a teenager. But so many Latinos did he help open their door to. I mean,
did.
seriously, I told that person, how can you ask me such a stupid question?
Well, there's also another part to that, though. So the assumption is that Kenny is white, which he is. But he also has some Spanish blood in him that nobody knew about. And again, when you start asking questions and people start talking to you and opening up and start telling you who they are, you get to start learning that your assumptions are not what you thought they were. And when Kenny dropped to me and Carlos Valderrama what his background was, both of our jaws dropped. And that was like a 4-hour conversation.
Kenny's
with
an
Kenny.
HBO series.
Yes, he is. He is. I'm telling you.
Season 1,
Come on,
season
come
2, season 3.
He's been around the world,
You
I know.
go from
Yeah.
real to real. And it's funny that I say that right now. You're talking about the panel, but let's face it. These folks have seen not just music evolve, but the equipment.
Yeah, I was just telling. I
Like,
just said that.
You're going
talking
from
about
like
that.
8-track to reel to cassette tapes to turntables that were just standstill, that they had to figure out a way how to move them and splice the reel to make it sound good. And then you're
Damn.
going to CDs, and then from CDs you're
I'm gonna
going
fucking
to
cry right now, man.
to USBs, and it's crazy.
Yeah, no
to
shit.
be a part of an era, and yeah, I'm dating myself. I'm 54, but I know I don't look it. I know.
Mid-50s,
This
54.
is
I need your
I'm
autographed copy
excited.
of your Hottest Taylor Young book.
All right,
Well, I
I
got
got
it.
you.
Awesome.
But to see all this evolve, from where DJing started and how it was just, hey, it was, oh my God, Wolfman Jack. I can't believe
Wow.
I'm actually saying that.
Wow.
I liked American
Wow.
Graffiti. Graffiti. That was one of my
Wow.
favorite movies.
Wow,
But
don't
to
talk to
see
me.
him just do like one record of a
Yeah.
45 and another record of a 45,
Yeah.
and then they go into 12-inch and
And
stuff
they didn't even
like
have
that.
mixers. They were using the big ass
they were-
knobby mixing boards.
They were just like, and then you would
Yeah.
hear them. And God forbid if they ever heard dead air, because dead air is a
geez.
wrong word in radio.
Not back in the '60s. They used to have it all. A lot of
Well,
it.
they used to shut the radios down because it was the frequency thing that.
Yeah. No,
So-
but still, yeah, they would have dead air sometimes. Just maybe
Sometimes.
for a millisecond
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah, but if you had dead air, like I've
No, you
gotten
produce
yelled
your
at.
panic. You
Oh
get
my
a
God!
phone
Why
call.
you got,
What's going on?
What's
in there?
going on? You got to put a commercial in there. You got to do something.
It's like the old
But
school
yeah.
telephone operators with the fucking with the quarter inches. Right.
Lily Tomlin. Hello. So yeah. Yeah, I'm killing me. So
You're
But
killing
yeah.
me. You're killing me, man. You're bringing back a lot of memories,
Don't
kid.
forget WKRP in Cincinnati.
yes.
Stop
I mean,
it. You better stop it. You better stop
I
it.
need to-
No
I
more
need
Nick.
to put
No
these
more
back
Nick and
out.
Night for him.
I need
That's
to
it.
put
Nick and
these
Night's
back
done.
I remember that show
when
used to
you
come
talk
out late
about
at night.
WKRP in Cincinnati, that show was no joke to what happened in radio.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Yeah,
were way
yeah.
of a testimony. They need to bring that show back.
Wow.
Because, like, in the newer version.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Y'all crazy.
Yeah. It's
Oh
just
my God.
craziness. Just pure craziness.
All right, I hate you now. I fucking hate you. Get
But you
out.
liked me earlier. What the hell happened?
Yeah, after you just reminded me of how my wow, bro.
So once again,
I want to go and watch Mork and Mindy now.
So once again, the music conference this coming Saturday at Chicago Theater Works. Donations are appreciated. It's going to start at 9:00. Ooh, that's early.
Yeah,
Right.
we had to, because of the
Yeah,
venue that we
yeah.
had to move, we had no
Yeah.
choice but to do it. And I want to give shouts out
You know
to
this is for
Nick
Latinos,
Ramos.
right?
I know.
Should have been 9:30 p.m.
Well,
So it starts
I
at
tried
11.
to be nice.
So
I
it
tried
starts
to
at
be
11.
nice.
You should have told them 6 a.m. So there's 6 a.m. start time, so they get
Hey,
there at
y'all,
9:30.
I'm
Right,
just
it's
telling you,
expensive.
there's a coffee shop across the street, and there's Dark Roast Matters right next door. So if you
Well,
need
that's
some
funny how you
coffee-
said Dark Rose Matters and you pointed to him.
Stupid.
Got him.
Damn!
She called you a coffee bean, bro. She called you a coffee bean.
But it's at Chicago Theater Works. It's at Chicago Theater Works. It starts at 9:30 a.m. and it runs on till 3:30 p.m. And then afterwards, later on that night, we got that after
It's
party.
Not
It's
too
party.
far
You know,
from-
It's
now,
party.
Now they're not just gonna have a conference and that's it. There's gonna be a party afterwards. So that's over at Poor Decisions later on at that night.
It is going to be a celebration of everything, all the hard work
reunion.
that everybody did, the reunion, the networking. If you're not able to ask questions, because this conference has got to go on time. I'm gonna say it again. You need to be there on time because we will be on time. But if you've got questions and stuff, I know you're gonna make me
Latinos to the dance floor, please.
But I mean, it's the networking reunion after set. I mean, we got Mario Reyes, Tony Cano, Pablo Punkout,
I know him.
El
He's okay.
Caveman,
I heard of him.
Martino Spinning Ramos, Quick Vic unfortunately couldn't make it, but we're gonna have Smooth Smoking Sam in his place, Dan Numo, DJ Voodoo, Carlos Valderrama, who has not DJ'd in Chicago in forever, is going to be the first set, so you need to be there at 7:00 for his set. And let me tell you, you want to go back in time and relive like a Saturday Night Live, that is the DJ to do it. And DJ Kong. It's going to be at Poor Decisions. Great guy. Frank owns District along with Poor Decisions. We're just gonna mingle, have fun. I encourage everybody to be there.
And if it goes really good,
we may go until 5 a.m.
Rumor says, there's a 5 a.m.
Yeah, we may go
Hey,
until
did you
5
see?
a.m.
We were just talking about our age limits.
Hey, I can
Okay.
party. I can party till 6 a.m. or more. I just have to sleep the entire
right.
next day.
$20 right now.
bucks, right?
20
Oh,
bucks.
you gonna be
All right,
there?
let's do that?
No, I have cameras, bro.
Yeah, oh, you gonna be there?
Welcome to 2024, my friend.
You gonna be there? No, because
No,
I have
I'm fucking around.
I have a homecoming that day, but I am gonna stop by. I'm gonna stop by and say what's up. Say what's up. To
I mean,
everybody.
that's gonna be just the culmination of having everybody as a reunion.
That's
I
gonna be
think
cool.
everybody should be there just because of the fact that if you want to relive a really great time where music was music and everybody knew how to dance.
All
and party.
vinyl with 12s
I wish.
and a PPD mixer.
Right, we may have to
Right.
do that.
And
we
a
may
Newmar
have to
PPD
figure that
mixer.
one out.
You're right.
I want to hear the
I talked to
crackle of
DJ
that
Chico
shit.
about that.
Yeah, we may
Vinyl.
have to do that.
I want to
vinyl
hear the
set.
crackle of that shit. I want to see that needle with the warped record just do this.
And the quarter on top or the nickel on
Mind
top.
your business.
You know I
Mind
know.
your business.
You know I know. You know I know.
Yeah, you know a
But
little
yeah,
bit too
I mean,
much.
You
were never a
seen
DJ, are you sure?
I've seen a lot.
Yeah,
I have
can
a
see.
controller in the car. He didn't believe me. I have
know.
a controller in the car.
That doesn't make a
She
DJ.
has her own controller.
I know it
Shame on
doesn't,
you.
but actually
Oh my
I
God,
don't.
L, you got a controller.
I have
L, you're not a
Oh,
DJ.
please.
now.
I know
you're
You're not a
DJ.
DJ now.
I know
you're not a DJ
I know
now.
you're not talking
But I
with the
do-
two.
I'm fucking around. Oh my God,
But
dude.
but I
Why
do
you getting
know
mad,
a little
Cletus?
vinyl. I mean, I know that there's got to be tape somewhere on the record, so you know where to.
No, you don't. Not really. That's why you got headphones. Cues.
So, oh my God, did
my-
it just get hot in here?
All right, Nelly, slow down. All right, DJ Reich.
Stupid. Wow. I did pin the comment. If anyone has any questions for Stephanie and Pablo, they could drop them in the comments. But so far, they don't. There isn't any questions in the live stream, right?
Yeah,
So
if you got questions, now's the
Well,
time to
here, now
ask.
that was the time
Call
to
it
ask.
out. Call it out.
But I actually,
I do have a question.
What's your question?
Is there a Q&A or not
That's what
Q&A,
this
but
panel's about.
a meet and greet where you're gonna be able to shake these people's hands?
Yeah, we want the meet and greet to be, because of the time restrictions that we have.
Okay,
we
yeah,
wanna
yeah,
honor-
right,
We want to
yeah.
honor what's going to be. There's another event going on at the Chicago Theater Works. We are asking the meet and greet to be at Poor Decisions. There is
Which
no
ain't that far
charge
away.
there. No, it's not that far away at all. There's not a charge. If you'd like to donate to our organization, we're welcoming it because we want to
$50 plus donations, ladies and gentlemen. $50 plus
We
at
want to
minimum.
continue this. We want to do
Real
this every
important,
year.
Steph, it's a legitimate,
Yes, it's a legitimate 501c3.
the real deal.
It is the real deal. But we want to continue this on. I mean, this is a lot of work. We want to see new board members on. We open it up.
That was my question. That one of the questions that Al had before he answered his question, because it did take a lot of work, and you did it within what, 5 months?
Yeah, about less than 5 months.
Yeah, see, that's a lot.
It's a lot, and it was. I mean, we're coming to the end, folks. All I can say is, this is our first time. Are there going to be hiccups? Of course there are. There might be some mistakes? I hope not, but it can happen. It's live. But, we're going to learn from everything that we did this year, and we want to continue it on. I want to see a new set of DJs, a new set of dancers, a new set of 90s DJs. I'd like to see Bear come in and DJ Sneak come in for this, because I know they live out of state. But I want to host this yearly, and I want to get everybody on the record.
Yeah, maybe some guys from the north side would be great.
You stupid.
No, I'm joking around, fucking around. I'm just teasing. I have to throw that shit out there.
I will say this.
Not Peter Rock, because he's Southside now. Peter Rock doesn't count. Peter Rock
I will
doesn't
say
count.
this. I do feel
He's a traitor.
I do miss Benji a lot.
I do too.
I
He
miss
was a
JJ.
great guy.
Yeah, I miss JJ. I miss Benji. And I just got to say that his heart is with me, because I know for a fact that if he were to see this, he would definitely be the one to say Steph was the girl to do it.
Awesome.
I know that for a fact.
Well,
So
for sure. Number one. Number two, you know what? You got a lot of power. You got a lot of back. And unfortunately, that is earned, not given. So if you got this much support, man, you earned it. You earned it.
I got a lot of people to
we
thank.
you. Yeah.
And
Well,
I thank you both for having us
no,
here.
we thank you. Wait, this ain't over yet. Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, but you know
this
why?
ain't over
Right.
yet.
Pablo's got some things coming up that he's got to put down this pipeline.
Yeah.
Speak, bro.
Yeah,
Speak.
absolutely. Because we damn.
What?
Easy, Fido. Speak, boy, speak. Damn it, bro. You have been granted, my son. What the fuck is? See, and this is why I married. This is why I married a white girl, not a Latina. You could talk now, babe. The fuck?
Oh.
He is my work boyfriend, husband. Yeah,
My
that's
work
what I call
husband.
him.
I'm going to be politically correct.
Uh-oh.
Take the high road, but there's no need for all this drama. In our
Absolutely.
community.
Here, let me put that mic up to your face a little bit more.
Yeah.
Say that again.
There's no need for that.
Say that for the people all the way in the back of the
all the way in
TV.
the
We're all
back.
grown. Some of us are grandpas, and now I am, and grandmas. We just have to see this movement for what it is, and grow together as a community, as a Latino community. Grow together. Applaud each other.
Yes.
I applaud you guys for doing this.
Yeah.
I applaud you guys for
years.
coming here. Thank you.
Years.
Thank you.
Every Monday
Yeah.
and stuff, and having all kinds of guests, not
Yeah.
just your buddies whatever.
This is awesome. No, because we get to know you. I mean,
not only that, little stuff like this, it's gonna like spread.
right?
Yeah.
Of
And
course.
that's what we want, because we're not gonna be around it forever.
No, we're not. No,
know?
God was
So
never promised
hopefully
us
we
tomorrow.
inspire others to continue this movement for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of
All right,
course.
so let's all hug each other out.
It's all kumbaya.
Kumbaya, exactly.
Kumbaya.
Open up our Care Bear chests.
Kumbaya.
Show the love.
Right here.
But hey, whoa.
Love for Latinos in
No,
the house.
hey, but okay, so I'm just gonna put this out there, okay?
Yes.
And it's nothing negative, but we are Latinos, okay? And in my situation, there's a couple Latinos out there that I cannot fucking stand because they backstab me. I didn't backstab them.
I've been backstabbed
So
sometimes.
I will support whatever, but unfortunately, I some people, I can't support.
Right.
But I will definitely throw support out there. I just can't.
Yeah, I have the same deal.
Snakes. I can't. You mentioned the name earlier, but
Especially in this business, like I told you, like I mentioned earlier.
the guys that are still doing it are the trustworthy ones. Those are the guys that work their asses off and never burn bridges. That's how I look at it, plain and simple. I mean, I get that. Like I said, I get that question all the time, dude.
Like
36.
I said, it's their loss.
Yeah, absolutely. It's their loss. Hey, I'll support whatever. I don't care if you're friends of that friend. I don't give a fuck. And like I said, that's what makes life and being human beautiful, is because we're all different. I'm not gonna say you can believe in Satanism and you can believe you are Satan. I already heard. No, I'm joking.
Jesus.
And you could be
That's what I've been
Catholic.
told.
I mean, but you know what? I'm not gonna fucking judge you because of that until you fucking backstab me. Once you backstab me, then it's all hell.
I
But
wish
other
we
than
could
that, man,
all
it's all good.
Yeah, I wish we can just all come to an agreement, like you said, to just
be in the same room, but
be in
just
the same room
don't have beef. I can do
having
that.
to roll the eye.
And that word is called respect. Maybe not like each other,
just-
whatever. But okay, I respect you for what you did. And I expect the same for what I'm doing. And that's it. You don't have to be, just respect. That's it.
And we're men now, and we're some women, men and women.
Thank
I
you.
mean, we have families. I mean, but don't expect me to fucking, I'll be in the same room, but dude, you're dead. You're dead to me, bro. That's it.
Yes,
Don't say nothing to me.
Do the old fashioned.
Yep.
What's up?
Yep. No, not even what's up, man. Just walk
that's
right past them. Fuck it. It's gonna hurt them
And
more.
that's-
It'll hurt them more
It's
that
funny
way.
because that's how.
But we're
that's how
Latinos.
it's-
You can't expect us to.
that.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when Pablo's around, he's just like, "Be nice." I am nice. I haven't said shit. I'm nice. And then I'll walk past and I'll be like, and I'll keep going. He's like, "That wasn't nice. That was nice for me. That was nice for me." Because if I wasn't nice,
I'm the tension reliever of the group.
He's the mediator of the group.
kumbaya
He's the mediator.
person.
He's the mediator of the group.
I'll tell you one
Nice,
thing.
yeah.
I have gotten more patience now, and learning more tolerance and how to deal with certain things. I mean, I still get a little like venti, but I have had yeah, it is.
Starbucks. A venti.
That's the size.
But I mean, for the most part, there has been a lot of patience that has had to come through all this, and be like, okay, let's just pick up from the top, and let's just keep it moving. Let's keep it going. So,
So we're gonna keep it going, starting September 28th.
September
28th
28th.
is coming
September
Saturday.
28th. September 28th. September 28th.
This Saturday.
This
Chicago
Saturday,
Theater Works.
Yep.
Nick Ramos, Shouts out to him.
Nick's my boy. I love Nicky. He's a good
Oh my
guy.
God.
Where
He's a
can
good
I
guy.
get tickets at, Stephanie? I want to go to this event.
You want to go to this event?
Yeah.
You can go to
Oh my God.
eventbrite.com and look for Latinos in the House.
I know Venti's a
.com.
ripoff, so I know. Trust me. They suck.
And-
Starbucks sucks.
Oh, yes. Latinosinthehouse.com. And you can get your tickets there. It's set up where
How
you
much
can
is it going to cost me, Stephanie?
Oh my God. So what is that's always this question.
God, you sound like a
don't-
great commercial right now.
Like
Keep going.
it's donations appreciated.
Look at those low rates.
You can donate $1. You can donate all you want for a ticket. The Eventbrite will be closed on Friday. And then you can go at the door. Again, donations are appreciated. Once the room fills up to 200, because we only fill up to 200, the doors will close. And you'll have to wait till next year.
Next year.
Next
Long
year.
time.
Yep. that's a
Do
long
it
time.
now.
So
Go on
get it
now.
Get your tickets
Get
now.
into Eventbrite.
Log
Get your
in.
tickets. Do it now.
Or-
Be a part of this history.
Ahora.
Or give it about 2.5 months and you'll see it on Netflix.
Yeah, somebody's there with a camera.
Welcome to 2024. How you doing?
I mean,
Yeah.
I may potentially have a dumb question, but I think I know.
No question is dumb. Did
Well,
you
I
not
don't
learn
know.
that in
Pressure comes
school?
from Alex T. Kid.
Well, shut up now because it may be a dumb. Because out of all the titles, what made you come up with Latinos in the House? 'Cause we all know it's a popular song back then. But
I am so glad you said that. DJ QMM, here we go.
Oh, shit.
So, in the midst of trying to figure out what the names were before, the past became the present became the past. Excuse me. We were sitting there going back and forth with names, and I really thought I heard in my head Latinos in the House. I really thought like that would be a great name because all I heard was in the house. Yep, and I just saw like this whole entire like
You can't
scene
say
coming in and then just dropping it.
That's like
And
me
then-
saying,
Shut
the
up.
N word in
Shut-
Paris.
shut
I can't
up.
say that,
Shut-
right?
shut up.
Don't say Latinos. You can't do that, bro. I can't say the N word. You can't say the L word.
So ironically,
Sorry.
I got a text message, or not a text message, but an IM through Facebook from this guy named Mike, aka DJ QMM, and he's like, "Hey, did you know that that's our song?" No, and he sends me the track like from YouTube, and I'm like, "Oh my God, how cool!" Don't talk to him. Like, thanks.
He sent
Like-
you a cease and desist, actually.
I
No,
was
I'm
waiting
joking,
for it.
I'm
I
joking.
was waiting for it. And then all of a sudden, like later on, like a few months later, he's like, "Hey, I don't know if you know this," and sends the track again. And I'm like, "Yeah, you sent it to me." And he's like, "Oh, okay. I don't remember if you knew or not." I'm like, "Are you gonna like sue me for this?" I'm like, "Because I got enough shit going on." So then I was like, let's talk. He's like, "Okay." So we started talking about 2 weeks ago, and he's just like, "Yeah, this is what happened. It's DJ Tragic, la la la." I'm like, "Yeah, I remember you like giving me little tidbits and here and there." And we just started talking about like just the history of his DJing and stuff like that, who he knew, how I knew certain people, and we just developed a friendship. And I was like, "Hey," I was like, "Pendeja, why aren't you thinking?" I'm like, "Would you like to be the DJ of ceremonies for that day?" I says, "I mean, this is your name from your song. Why not have you there?" And he's like, "You know what? Let me make a phone call." So he made a phone call to DJ Tragic. Unfortunately, Tragic is going to be over in Colombia doing a gig over there. But he's like, "I'll do it." So, hey, great.
Perfect.
I called the guys. I'm like,
the icing on the cake.
I was like, "Oh my God." He's like, "What?" I go, "I just got DJ QMM to turn around and mix for the ceremony or for the conference." And then all of a sudden they're like, "Who's he?" I was like,
Wow.
I was like, "Oh my God." I go, the producer behind Latinos in the House are like, "Oh yeah, that's great. That's awesome."
Who does not know?
Well, you got to
Come
remember
on.
though, he went by a different name on the track
Yeah.
before it was changed. So now that it's shortened to DJ QMM,
Yeah.
that was the reason why it wasn't clicking.
Right.
And I was like, "Well, unfortunately, I didn't know who you were, but now that I know who you were, this is great. It's perfect. It works out."
Well, I'm Al Dilt. Al Dilt. Adult.
I'll
I'm a
do it
dilt.
like this.
I'm a Dilt.
I'll do it like this.
So yeah, so I'm excited to have him a part of this, and
He's a
he's
good DJ.
excited too.
He's
Yeah,
dope. He's a
he
good DJ.
is, and
He's
he's
good.
excited too. We also got Erica with a K. If I'm mentioning everybody else, Erica with a K is a spoken word artist,
Mm-hmm.
and she was part of the DNC with Lugo Rosado. She is high. She's just really huge in the community. An advocate for domestic violence, but also an advocate for the LGBTQ community.
Okay.
But she's just a talented person and just a beautiful person and a beautiful soul. So her and DJ QMM are going to be actually working together as the ceremonies and the hosts of the conference.
Nice.
Tell it to
Awesome.
just warn her he bites.
Yeah,
He bites.
that's what I heard.
Yeah, he bites.
He bites. He bites.
So
Awesome.
He's good people. He's good people.
So good.
Hey
good.
Julio, we just talked about you.
Yeah, he's in there. What's going on,
Oh,
Julio?
shit.
Oh,
I told him about how we would shove you in the back seat of a
DJ
car.
name was before?
I'm gonna bring you a pillow and a blanket next time.
Julio was DJ Tweety.
Oh my God,
That's his
for real?
first DJ name, yeah, because he was the courtroom. You work at the courtroom with Alcatraz.
Yeah.
One of us couldn't make it, and here goes Al, giving someone a chance, gave Julio a chance. And Al said, you know what, let's call you DJ Tweety. So the beginning of Julio Serra's career, he was DJ Tweety.
Julio, they
Sorry,
said they're
bro.
going to bring you a blanket and
Hey,
a
it's part of
pillow.
history.
You know
I
what?
told him the story.
You know what? That's
this
where that
is going
joke. That's where that joke came from. Where you going after this? I'm going to Club Home with DJ
Home.
Pillow and DJ Blanket. You know when they ask you, hey, were you going to the after party? No, I'm going to Club Home. With DJ Pillow and MC Blanket on deck. They'll look at you. Really? Is that what their name is? But now it's for real.
No, if they heard this interview, they'll understand why.
Now it's for real.
Wait, he's like, that name lasted for 2 weeks.
It's still a name. It's still a name.
It's still your name. It's a part of history.
That's right. Documented now. You can't
Documented,
get
damn it.
away
He
with
was
it.
DJ Tweety. Tweety.
Oh my God.
She rocks in the truth.
He said it was a
Stop
cold
it.
ass
See
car.
what you did.
He said it was a cold ass car.
It was.
Damn,
Middle
that's
of winter.
crazy.
Oh wait, Sunday brunch bringing sleeping bags. No, girl, it's gotta be a blanket and a pillow. Now no sleeping bag, a blanket and a pillow.
We roughing it, bro. We roughing it. Fuck that pickle. I use cardboard.
All right, Sue. Before we get out of here, I'm sorry, Stephanie.
Hold on, yeah, it's-
Sue is in my mind because I'm looking at
Snoo. All right,
Sue.
Dr. Seuss, calm down.
Sue is in my mind because I'm thinking that I'm reading her comment. So
Can I-
Stephanie and Punkout.
Yeah.
Before we get, what you got a question?
No, I actually had. I kind of had an idea for you guys for the show,
Okay.
and for for our fallen. Obviously our fallen who are no longer with
Yes.
us. Maybe get into maybe a short documentary of them. And show it live. You know what I mean?
Let's just say that there's more to come.
I'm just. I know you guys are smart as fuck, but still, at the end of the day, it was something that I had to get off my chest.
But that is pretty smart, though.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
Thanks for
like-
that compliment.
No,
that is a
seriously.
compliment.
You guys are smart, man. What the hell?
Well, so are you. I mean,
Yeah.
look at this. Is
I'm a
3
smart
years.
ass.
Both of you are smart. Come on.
I'm a smart ass.
Oh yeah, I found that out earlier today.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah.
So-
this is fucking. I almost said Bill and Ted, but it's not. It's
You should have heard us in the car.
Wayne's
Yeah,
World.
yeah.
Wayne's
We were on the
World.
phone with DJ
Excellent.
QMM, and he's just all silent, and he's just listening to us go back and forth. He's like, okay.
Next time we recorded it Never happened. Put it as samples.
All right, so Stephanie and Punkout. Before we get out of here, I'm gonna post the flyer again. What do you expect everyone to get out of this at the end of the day? Once this all
I'm gonna let you go first.
all said and done?
Pressure, little pressure. Not
You like it?
No, I think what everyone's gonna get it's some amazing stories,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of facts that they are not aware
Mm-hmm.
about. It's gonna bring a lot of good memories as well. And that's what we want. It's just a good feeling, a nice positive vibe. With everyone taking their time and a lot and sharing their stories with all of us. Not just people on the panel. We're also going to record this. Am I correct? So
Yes.
if you didn't get a chance, this will be out there in the future. But that's what I expect. I expect a lot of positivity, great stories. There might be some tears. There's going to be a lot of laughing, all kinds of stuff on that day.
All right.
Stephanie?
What I would like to see everybody get out of this is a history lesson in music, a history lesson in knowing the struggles that everybody went through during that time to do a craft or to do a performance that they put their whole heart and soul in, and how that struggle made them still alive today, but to remember a lot of people who are no longer here today, and to hear the accolades of those who will be on the panel and those who will be in the audience, and be able to remember. I do feel that there will be tears. I know I will have them, because we only get one life, and we only get to live it as long as we want to live it. And I just want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to see how everybody else lived to today, and be able to still say, I'm still here, I'm still doing great things, and I'm still going to keep doing great things until the day that is no longer here for me. So I really pray that you guys get a great history lesson, and you enjoy every moment that these folks have put out and what they did for this industry, because they should not be forgotten at all, alive or passed away.
Word.
Word. Palabra. Palabra.
Well, I mean, sitting here talking to you guys and just listening to these amazing stories, because I mean, I've traveled that path, and I've met a lot of these amazing people, and I wish I could be there, but yeah, unfortunately I'm booked that day. But the panel is great. I mean, you guys are planning to do this on a yearly basis. I mean, the blessings on on the table for you guys. I mean, you're gonna have your haters. You're gonna have your fucking your blocks in the road. But if God wants it to be, God's gonna make it happen.
Yes, amen.
You understand?
I definitely believe that.
And no matter how you look at it, you got to push forward, and especially nowadays. I mean, we're supposed to, with everything everything happening right now, and everybody's at each other's throats over either politics or fucking times are rough and shit happens. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what you guys are doing by bringing this, not only the DJ back, but the love, the game, the struggles, the blood, sweat, and tears that it all went to, because these guys will never know, and no disrespect to anybody, to the younger DJs, because they all have respect. But back in the days, man, it wasn't fucking easy. It wasn't as easy as walking in and open up your laptop, my friend.
Click and click.
Yup. No, you had to my friend. It was all analog, man. You had fucking warped records. You had fucking bass that was so heavy the needle would skip. Yep. I mean, mixers going out. You had needles breaking. I mean, just the carrying of records. You guys couldn't even. I mean, dude, I carry a whole wedding setup right now, and it's nothing to me because of all the times I had to carry 18 crates of records, especially at Medusa's, because Dave would have me go on from 18 or from all ages to 18 and over, all the way up to 2 in the morning.
Awesome, man.
I miss him. Rest in peace.
Wish people would.
See, that's another person that has to.
I wish people would say that story. I wish people would get together and talk about Dave and Medusa's, because
I mean, Dave he was an angel.
Between
he
him
gave
and
me.
and I forgot who was the person that did Club Naked. I forgot who started Club Naked. But those two clubs, I mean, again, that's just another type of history.
Rainbow roller skating rink.
Yeah.
I mean, that was another place that a lot of DJs got their start, man. I mean, that was the only place I ever walked in that had 412 techniques.
I remember I snuck into Rainbow.
Shame on you.
Snuck in?
Snuck in the Rainbow. I wasn't allowed to. My mom would not allow me to go to Rainbow, but I snuck out and I went to Rainbow anyway.
I still remember the New York versus Chicago throwdown.
Yeah,
that was the shit.
That was dope. That was
the shit. Unfortunately, there was a fight and it broke it all up, but it was so cool to be there amongst that. Oh my God, I will always remember that. It was just good times.
This is all just one big ass respect of the people who've paved the way for where we're at today. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to you guys for acknowledging that, because a lot of people haven't done that yet. Everybody, just like this podcast, I had a couple people come up to me and they were like, we were going to do that. Well, don't tell me we were. Do it. If you're going to do it, do it. Don't put your money where your mouth is. Do it.
Yeah.
That's it. So you guys are doing it, man, and applaud again for you, both of you guys, man, and the rest of the team,
You preaching today, sir.
What do you mean?
This one here.
I'm throwing out facts, man. I'm spitting facts, man. I mean, I've been around the way.
Like 3J said, you were Pastor Al today.
I've been around the way. I've been fucked. I've been fucked over. I've been, kicked in the face. And we're still here loving. Yep. So what's that tell you?
I want to give a quick shout out to my family and to my two boys. Amanda,
you have kids?
Ethan. Yes.
Oh shit!
He's a grandpa.
You're a grandpa.
Is this the shout out line?
You're a grandpa.
I'm a grandpa.
Is this Candy's shout outs or is this Pablo's shout outs?
Dude, where's my car?
Bro. Bro, you're a grandpa for real?
That's right.
You have not one gray hair, bro.
I am Grandpa Punky.
Get the fuck. Dude, you gotta be the coolest grandpa ever.
No.
Can you imagine these kids? My grandfather's a DJ. What's your father do, grandfather? Wow, that's dope.
He's a grandpa and I'm a grandma.
That's right.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
You're my grandma.
I didn't get that same reaction like you got.
Two
I was like,
creators.
I'm a little
Two creators. No, because you told me your age.
Oh, okay, that's why.
You done fucked up already, all right?
Another shout out to my dominating six brothers.
Yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Caveman who will be there. Gabriel,
Yes.
Louis Segura, and Rick Guerrero.
absolutely amazing.
And
people.
Reich.
Amazing people.
Right.
And Reich.
Mystery. So heat it
Reich.
up. It's like that. It's like. Sorry, Reich. So heat it
Reich's
up.
part of the Club Roma experience as well. You know.
Yeah, I know.
He's
Yeah,
a big
he
part.
was when he was on the
Since
show.
we're
he
all
told
doing
us.
shout outs
That's
and
good.
stuff, you know.
Yeah, he's got that beautiful
I
white
wanna
basement.
Give a shout out to my kids, even though they're probably not listening. But that's okay. I know.
Do they
they'll
ever listen?
later. No,
No.
that's all right because I'm gonna shove it in their face and be like, listen. And to my grandbabies. But most of all, I want to give a shout out to everybody who has supported LatinosInTheHouse.com. I really want to thank you. I want to thank everybody who's taken time to allow me to, be interviewed, to be a part of just remembering some history and just allowing this to happen and just giving us the support. I hope to see you all there so I can thank you individually. And just thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the new friendships, the new families. I cannot thank you enough. I know I saw DJ Shadow on here. Thank you to DJ Shadow for last week. I was on his show as well. And it was a great interview and conversation that we had. We talked about so many different things. But thank you guys. Thank you.
No, thank
problem.
you. Thank you very much.
And
Thank
once
you.
again, the music conference this coming Saturday, 9:30 at Chicago Theater Works. Donations are appreciated. You got wonderful panels that's going to be happening on Saturday. So it's going to be like Stephanie says, it's going to be some storytelling, maybe some good memories to reminisce and remember about. And then don't forget, afterwards you got that after set over at Poor Decisions over in the Lincoln Park area on Lincoln Avenue. So you got Mario Reyes, Tony Cano, Pablo Punkout's gonna be in there. Caveman, Martino Spinner Ramos, Quick
Numo
Vit,
Dan. Yeah,
Numo,
Numo
Vudo, Carlos Valderramo, DJ Kong. Yeah, so it's gonna be a party afterwards. So yeah.
And then I want you guys to watch out too for Pablo's doing a couple of events coming up as well.
Yes, I'll be performing at Club Romo's Daytime on October 20th.
Yep.
I'll be also we're having the biggest Day of the Dead dance party in Berwyn at Distro on November 2nd.
Wow.
It's all strictly wave with new wave pioneers Jesse De La Pena, Miguel Martin, aka Transit, Louis Segura, Victor Lua, and myself, and we have a new wave 1980s band called the M80s performing
Nice.
that night as well.
Nice.
Cool.
I think Sue's being perverted right now. She's talking about Latino injection something.
Stop
I
it.
saw that. I was like, what?
I don't know, Sue.
She's
I don't know.
injected by
DJ
Latinos.
Shyster, what's up, bro? What's going on, Shyster?
But music is my life, as she says.
I read injection.
Pablo
Thanks,
Punkout, Stephanie.
Guys, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Seriously, this was
Had a lot of
awesome.
fun.
Thank you for taking
joining
me
us.
down the memory lane, man. Fucking that was
I know.
Man,
I
bro.
think I nailed it with the WKRP.
yeah.
did it for you right
You definitely did that, bro. In Cincinnati.
Wolfman Jack.
Now go watch Mork and Mindy.
Oh my
Oink.
My
goodness.
God, you don't.
Oink, oink,
Alf, or how about Alf? Hey, that's another guy who ate. Hey, that's a guy. Hey, that's a guy who ate cats.
Wait. What about Mr. Ed?
Oh,
The famous Mr. Ed.
of course.
Oh my God, bro. Wow. How about fucking different strokes?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Anyways, Stephanie, Pablo Punkout, thank you guys for joining us. We really, really appreciate it. I don't even know what to say. All I can say is that you guys are putting on a very, very good conference this coming Saturday. So
And we want you on the show next year to promote the next one. How about
there you
that?
go. There you go.
There you
All right?
Of
You guys are
course.
invited back. The door's always open. Whatever you guys need.
There you go.
Awesome.
As long
Thank
as
you.
I'm still here and Alex is still here, you got the doors open.
Of course.
Thank you for having us.
No
No,
problem.
thank you for having
No problem.
Thank you, man. We've been dying to meet this guy in person.
So now
Seeing
we
him
got,
up on stage, it was like, oh.
so we got 3 of the Dominating 6 on the show
Yeah,
so
that's
far.
what we were
just need to
saying in
get-
the
Yeah,
car.
3 more.
you
I
need to
know.
get the other
Get the
3
other
later.
three.
So this is buy one get one.
You stupid.
No, thank you guys. Thank you. This is awesome. This
yeah.
is great. This is great, and
So-
this is what we're doing. We're uniting. See, we're uniting.
That's
Southside, not the Southside. I mean, what we do, we grew up on the North and South, and no, but we're now that we're older, we're uniting.
together.
And ladies and gentlemen, last thing before I say anything, just because you got beef with somebody, not them, don't take it out on them. Okay? If you got beef with somebody, your partnership broke up. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Life goes on, but don't blame somebody else for your problems.
Stop throwing
That's it.
people under the bus.
You got beef with somebody, ignore them. Ignore them. Ignore them. And then just wait for them and hit them with your car when they walk outside.
All right.
No, I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around. I'm fucking
This is not
around.
Make sure you
GTA.
edit that part
I was
out.
trying to be nice.
Right.
Oh, that was the Puerto Rican side. Sorry.
Anyways, guys, that's the end of our show. Check us out every single Monday here live on Facebook at The Industry DJs, also on YouTube and Twitch at The Industry DJs. Check us out on your favorite streaming platforms, Apple, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and the Anchor app. We will have a show next week.
Yeah, we will be.
We'll have a show next week. To
Unless
the
I got
word
arrested.
to
protesting.
to the words of Peter Ramos, support your local DJs. To the words of I'll do it like this.
Stay safe. Stay vigilant. We love you.
And we'll see you
Peace.
guys next week. Have a good one, guys.
Punk approved.
Ah,
Damn.
I didn't get the stamp.